Hi, everybody. Welcome. We're here for week 31, episode 31 of Sahlen's Legacy. Yeah, very excited. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Ooh, I look all, I don't know, different.
You look like you're going to be the radio host of like a smooth jazz radio.
All right, everyone, bringing it in at number 5.
You look like the Earth.
Cool. Well, hey, everybody. So clearly we started an hour late. Sorry about that, but this is the best way to get the majority of us all in the same room together. As you can see, Justin has grown 3 sizes this day, but he's over there on the end. He's Skyping in for us. This is a first for us here on the channel. So very excited. I can see him if I look over there, and he's like this very skewed monitor.
Don't look, I'm topless.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Thank you for the host, Toa47. All right, well, everyone, welcome to Sahlen's Legacy. This is one of our live play D&D shows. This is the one with the humans, obviously. We also have several other shows on this channel, station, whatever. Tomorrow night we have our game Perception Check with our felted friends, Chunk and Cucumber and Brian, occasionally Willow and Amber and whoever else decides to pop on in. We also have been starting to do more variety streaming, so we're getting back into minis painting and video games and stuff like that. I think they're playing video games again on Monday night while Cinephilia is currently down. We're still retooling Quarter 1, going to bring that back soon, hopefully by the start of the new year, right? End of December or something like that? I think that's the goal. Soon.
Yeah.
Get in the Discord. We'll keep you posted. And right before we jump in and get started, we want to again thank Wormwood for being our new sponsors. And if you are interested, especially now that it's the holidays, of course, if you want to order any Wormwood stuff for any of your friends, family, what have you, you can use our code Perception at checkout to get free shipping. So that's super exciting. Their stuff is great. We legit love it, and that's why we're happy to fuck it. It's super cool. It's super pretty, and this smells really good. Yeah, I recommend. Yeah, all right, so now let's introduce each other. I'm Danny, I'm your DM. I'm running this game for a bit. And then we'll go with Giant Floating Head.
Hey, I'm Justin. I play Nitsage. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Groovy. I'm Justin. I play Nitsage. I'm a Quilier wizard with a heart beast named, I almost said Doomroll, with Hailstorm, who is a half horse, half dragon, and yeah, he's here to. I know things, and I don't drink as much things.
Perfect. Panda.
I'm hurt. I'm trying to look at him here.
Great, beautiful.
Okay.
Maintain that illusion. I'm looking way the hell
I
over
know.
there.
Our eye line is all off. Where are you, Justin?
Justin.
So I'm Diva, and I play Starheart. She's a gnome cleric / baby rogue for the sneaks. She drinks and she knows things, so take that.
I'd say she drinks.
Message. Oh. No, she knows some stuff. She currently had a really pretty dress that is no longer really pretty, but there's a tiara somewhere, and the tiara is still okay. Tiara's okay.
Maybe we can make it like a short. We can make a cocktail dress. Maybe we'll
I'm
fix
okay
it
with
into a
it.
cocktail
Sexy
dress.
Starheart.
Oh, the dress was like a big old poofy ball gown, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a big poofy ball gown.
Maybe we
It
can
was.
find someone who can
The
mend
key
it.
word was.
Hey,
Broke
it said
my
free
heart.
tailoring at the shop. We're gonna make that lady fix this
It's true,
dress.
it's true.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
fine.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And return.
For 250 gold,
30-day guarantee.
girl.
Yeah, I know. I'm
No,
okay.
probably not free returns. If you take the tag off and wear it, they're not gonna let you return it.
Fair.
Anywho, that's me.
Yay.
Hi, I'm Haley. I play Captain Aura Stone. She's a rogue warlock tiefling, currently without her pact weapon because myself and Bubo, and well, Starheart put her tiara at the shop. So some of our weapons are in the shop right now, getting upgraded. So fighting without it. That's exciting.
Super fun.
Super cool. Super fun.
All right. And I am Andre. I am Ryan, playing Andre.
He's method.
I'm
lost already.
And I am a
Thank you for the
cleric-
follow. Sorry to interrupt. Moxie.
Thanks for
right.
the follow.
I am a cleric of death. I am a devoted follower of Clot. My father is Elder Cave, just revealed last episode.
Bum, bum, bum.
Elder Cave, if you don't remember, because probably nobody does. Elder Cave was a priest and librarian in the city, the mountain city of Copperforge, Mountain Kingdom of Copperforge. But he's also a major healer and supporter of crap. What's her name?
Queen
That
Sleekred?
person.
Luidwin.
Oh.
Luidwin.
Oh.
Goddess Luidwin. Anyway, so basically the opposite of what his son. His son is a rebel. Rebel.
I don't want to do what you do, Dad.
And then before we get started, of course, there are ways for all of you to interact. I will be creating an infographic this week. I didn't get around to it this week because my tablet got bricked, so I wasn't able to do all my artsy stuff. But I'm going to make a thing to make a lot of this stuff make more sense. We've got creative names for things, and we realize that not everyone really understands what they mean at first glance. So if you have any questions about any of those hashtags or those dollar amounts or anything like that, let me know, but I will go through them again like right now. So for $1, you can give lifeblood. So you're giving hit points directly to a character. You'll choose that character, hashtag that character, and then we'll know who to give it to, and they'll get temporary hit points. So you can really help them when they're getting the shit kicked out of them.
Because we really do.
It happens a lot. And for every $5, you give our players Sahlen's Blessing. It works a lot like normal blessing in D&D, except instead of a D4, it's a D6, and I allow them to use that roll for anything. So checks, damage, what have you. If they use that thing, then I can't touch it with my DM rerolls. For every $10, you can add to the pool of rerolls, which allows our players to reroll their bad rolls, give them a better shot at a bunch of stuff, and those just kind of float in the ether until they pull from them. For every $15, you can give me a reroll, which allows me to force rerolls from them, which I love. It's my favorite. And then for every $25, you can do a character drop. Now, character drops can be enemies. They can be monsters. They can be friends. They can be allies. They can be neutral parties. They can just be somebody funny who shows up and says something stupid. All of it's valid, and we'll make it work. It's really fun when you guys have created stuff. We've had very long-lasting characters. Basically, what turned into one of our biggest bosses was a one-off who just got embraced by this universe. So we really love it when you guys weave that stuff in with us. And for $50, you can get a Turn the Tide token. So this goes to our players. These tokens allow them to basically cash it in to take whatever's going on right now and basically turn it to their favor. They get to create a circumstantial benefit. So, like, say they're in a locked room with no doors, suddenly they find a trap door. Say, somebody's drowning, and then for some reason, oh, good thing I remembered my drought of water breathing, drought. Good morning. But yeah, that kind of stuff. So it allows them in a pinch to use that, and they must use that within 30 minutes of receiving it. On to goals. Goals are a little bit different than they were. Let me find them.
A little more oriented so we don't die right away.
A little bit, yeah. So we got to see one of them last week.
Right.
So one of them, or 2 weeks ago, sorry. Broaden Horizons allows our players to create new truths in the game. So that's what he was talking about by making Elder Cave his father. And his father has something that he wants now. And that thing now exists. So does this new fact of this relationship, right? And everybody went down the line and added their things. But this allows the characters to basically plant seeds for them in the future of where we're going in this campaign, which is pretty exciting. It gives them a little bit more power because I have a lot of it, if not all of it, over here on this side of the table. So it allows them to also help expand our universe and build it, and you get to help them do that as well. And then at every 200, if we reach $200, we will have a, what was this, a reveal? Which was a, what was it? Oh, God, no. I forgot.
After reveal? After reveal?
No, the actual reveal. What was the reveal?
You had a list of things from users?
Right. Sorry, yeah. There's a document that you all created. Oh my gosh. I'm embarrassed. So all of you guys have created these scenario twists. So basically scene changes, things that can turn a moment on a dime. And we have that document up and ready to go. And so if we reach that 200, we'll be pulling from the things that you've created. We'll select them at random, and we will chuck it into the things happening. And some of them are really funny, some of them are really scary. It just depends on kind of what happens.
Whoa.
And then at every 300, we will hit catastrophe. So that is big, bad, scary, shit your pants, not good things happening to the party, which is also my other favorite. So that was a lot of information, a lot of info dump. So if you have any questions, please throw them into the chat, and I'm happy to answer them. I know it's a lot. We're going to simplify with an infographic soon so that all this stuff makes a lot more sense. It's a lot more streamlined, so I don't have to do that for 5 minutes every time. Well, also, we may be like trimming the fat with some of these incentives as well, figuring out which things that we like and which things you like, because we don't want things that you don't want. Thank you for the cheers, Art. Hey, Art. Yay!
Hi, Art.
Oh, hey, Rena. Anyway, so that was a lot of information. Where we left our players off 2 weeks ago, last episode, was so they're in this small town called Thatchweed, and basically they have this party. The dwarves that helped them out at the lake were saying, basically, hey, we have this nice party. It's the Mooncatch Festival. We have a giant crystal in the center of the town. We charge it up in the full moonlight. This only happens like once a year. It's when the moon is closest to the planet and all that stuff. It's a big to-do. So everyone went shopping. You know, they did some nice kind of downtime things. They turned in their weapons to try and get them improved by this enchanter. They also... wow, what happened?
What's
Our biggest
that?
subscriber.
Art just subscribed.
Thanks for the sub.
How many
Art.
months?
How many months?
19.
Ooh.
Oh, wait.
Oh, someone
a gift
gifted a sub.
sub.
Cactus
Holy
Thank you for
cow.
gifting that sub.
Wow, thank you so much.
How many
Hey, Art,
months?
how
They've
about you
given-
support your own
it's-
channel with a
they've-
sub? Says
they've-
characteristic.
Too late.
Wait, shh, everyone listen.
But it also says they've given 19 gift subs in the channel. Oh, that just means like total or
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it tracks.
Wow.
Thank you so much for
So
giving
what
all
is
those.
19?
19.
Hang on a moment, everyone.
Well,
do
it's
math.
like 19 subs. That is the gestation period of a sperm whale.
You heard it here first, folks.
You
What's
know what's
happening?
funny
Knowledge is power.
about gestation periods for sperm whales? Because it
that?
has to do with making babies, and it has sperm in the name because of the whale.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It also has crust.
Well, good night, everybody. It's been a great
Funny.
31st episode of this show. Clearly the last one.
No.
No, I didn't say anything wrong. I said the name of an animal.
That's science, right? You can't.
Well, lots of things are science that I also don't want to say on screen.
Okay.
Whoop-a-doop, whoop-a-doo-doo.
Okay.
Black Rabbit says they're telling Mark.
Oh.
Rubber Duck says
Sorry.
demonetized. Listen.
No, I'm
We're headed
sorry.
there anyway.
Okay. Oh my.
Aw.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Kidding. Sorry. My thumb hurts. Right. So Starheart bought a dress, a beautiful dress, for 250 gold. This immense ball gown beaded with mooncatch ore, which the second the moon hit it just glows like daylight. She's just this swirly thing. So it's as she murdered. Oh no, Leary.
Wait, I wrote a name.
Leary, because it was
Leary.
like Dennis Leary.
Leary. Yeah.
That's how I remembered it.
So as
pretty
she
sweet.
murdered Leary.
Dennis Leary.
For destroying her dress, among other things, and trying to kill her because they were cloaked worshippers in disguise, and her name is what tipped them off to the Starheart gem at her neck. They took care of Leary and her initial companions, but there are now new companions that she summoned just before she died. So we have a gaseous monster that is trying to poison people.
Yikes.
And we also have 3 more cultists at the top of the hill. Now dismounted. They initially were mounted, and now they're ready to fight. We are in the middle of the fight. I'm going to
right. This
keep
sounds
the
familiar.
initiative from last time.
Okay.
So that actually puts Starheart up first.
Yeah. Get it.
Okay. Who is near me?
Near you, the easiest thing for you to get to would be the gaseous being.
Okay.
Because it's on this side of all the difficult terrain and fire and all that shit that's happening here.
How's everyone looking health-wise?
I think I'm okay so far.
I don't know if I have my updated hit points on my phone. Does anyone? Can you see what my hit points are from?
You are reading at 40. Do you remember if you had any damage?
I guess I'm reading at 40.
Yeah, I think Bubo's the only one that's hurting. Ooh, Bubo's real hurt.
Okay.
Bubo's like half health right now.
We will got it.
Whoops, my bad.
I-
I did that to him.
You sure? Yeah.
I was trying to save
I
Starheart.
know. I have no judgment. I just think it's funny.
I thought that was a. Oh, that's the bonus action. Okay. Doo doo boo. Okay. I'm going to channel divinity to myself, Bubo, and myself. To restore up to 30 hit points, divided between us. So
Okay.
he can take however many, and then I'll take the remainder.
What do you need? Because you're looking pretty bad too, right?
Nah, I'm okay.
Oh, so you only need 18 to get to your max, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to take all 30. He's doing way worse than me.
Right. So I'm just saying he'll take the remainder of that. Which
No, I'd
is...
rather him get healed than me.
Oh, okay.
That's what. Yeah.
So
what's that? 22.
You would need 23 to be at
23.
full.
Okay, so then
So
I'll
you would
take
take seven?
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you taking care of that healing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So,
got Bubo's right here too. He's good, so he's at max.
Cool.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon on the gaseous giant.
Yeah.
So, giant tankard of badassery. And I'm going to cast it at that level. So let's see if it hits.
Thanks, Starheart. I feel better.
10 to hit.
10 to hit does not hit.
I don't think so.
That's okay.
Well,
Before you take your next turn, also I forgot to mention, the last thing you all heard, right,
Right.
when that portion of the fight ended, is that the
Was the rock
giant
was stolen.
central crystal has been stolen. So the
oh,
giant-
that's right.
The reason for the festival has been made off with. And the
Yowza.
dwarves are panicking in the central square, which is on the other side of the buildings that you're currently at. You guys are like back out around the corner. You're in an alley, basically. You can hear people scrambling and screaming and stuff. But yeah, so now we're in the fight. Next up, Aura.
Okay, hey, that's me. Let's see, I'm in the fog cloud, right?
Yes.
Is this like the being? Is it the entire fog cloud this being is, or it's just like we can see the being and he's making a fog cloud?
There is sort of, you can tell there's some sort of central mass, right? Like kind of like swirling around the center of this, but you can't tell how solid it is. But you can tell like there's basically something controlling the movement in the middle, but it could also be made of gas. You can't
Okay.
see it.
So I guess if I were to move away, like out of the cloud, would it get an attack of opportunity? I guess is what I'm trying to figure out.
No.
No, it wouldn't. Okay, I'd like to back up out of the cloud if possible.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can see the being if I do that.
Swap these minis for my brain. Here you go.
Okay.
you're
And
out.
then I'm gonna take 2 Eldritch Blast shots at it.
Okay.
Oh, and I forgot because I'm hasted. I think that actually bumps up my armor class. I'll have to fix it in a minute. That's exciting.
Jeez,
What
man,
was
thank
that
you for the
noise?
sub.
Oh, thank you for the
That
sub.
picture of Nitsuj is really lifelike. Are you sure it's not a mimic?
Okay,
funny.
so I'm gonna do 2
months.
Eldritch Blasts at it. Is this gonna be at disadvantage because I'm having trouble seeing the thing, or can I see the thing?
We'll find out.
Okie dokie.
You can. Yeah, not a disadvantage.
Okay.
You can roll it like a normal attack.
Okay. 16 to hit and 17 to hit.
They both hit.
Okay. It will take, I'm gonna savage attack this one. Much better. It's gonna take 14 points of force damage.
Excellent.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Oops. My math's wrong. On to Andre.
Yes. So, who and is Diva or sorry is Starheart kind of right over there?
This is you three, correct? You weren't in the cloud, or were you in the cloud?
I don't think I got.
You were. Oh yeah, you were being dragged. You were something over here. No. Where the hell were you?
I think you were in the cloud with me.
Was I?
Because Boobo was over where Starheart is now.
Got it. So then this
and
is
then
you.
it was me and maybe Nitsage. Were you in that cloud with us? Or you were...
No, he wasn't, because he was
I
near
feel
the
like
he was
he
near the
was
fire.
way
He
out
put up a
there.
wall of fire over here.
Oh,
Yeah.
because
So
he
yeah,
came from
we're
the
good.
opposite direction.
Yeah, because I didn't
Copy
take
that.
any damage yet.
Right.
Well, I didn't either.
Oh, okay,
Maybe
okay.
we just had to make constitution checks and
You
save.
did. Yeah,
Okay,
you
okay,
dodged the cloud's first attack, and all the other cultists fell pretty easy.
Okay, and is anyone in any immediate danger?
At this point, you
Oh,
you are the only one in immediate danger.
okay, and so there's someone right next to me then.
Yeah, the big gaseous poison cloud thing.
Okay, I will say that I will move. I'll use my movement to walk away from him.
Okay. Are you
And
joining Aura, following her?
yeah, I'll follow Aura.
Hey, buddy.
And then I will cast Spiritual Weapon.
Spiritual... Double spiritual
Yes.
weapon!
What is yours? Is it also a giant tankard?
That would be funny, but it's just black. No, no, it is. What is it? What is the symbol of cloaked?
Oh, good call.
Ooh.
It might.
Ooh.
It would be. I imagine this would be a detail on whatever weapon you choose.
Fair.
It is a. Give me one moment. Sorry. Ah, crap.
It's a rune.
Rune.
It's a rune.
This is one of the pieces of art I'm going to make for this show. Because we're going to have digital versions of the coins so that people can see who
Oh,
has
that's
one.
super cool.
Super cool. Super cool.
It is a black circle with a central eye.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
It's the
cool.
symbol of cloaked.
So what appears is a disc with a circle, empty circle in the center, but the edge has been made sharp, like Xena's throwing disc. Yeah, that is what you see.
Cool. Is there an eye floating in the middle? Can there be an eye floating?
Sure.
Yeah.
Danny really wants an eye floating in the middle.
Taka.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. All right.
Sweet.
And that is what I cast, and then I will attack with it. Oh.
Actor Stir Fry says it's a giant mead jug because he's an emo death cleric.
And that is 15 to hit.
That will hit.
Nice.
Nice.
2d8s. 8. And 10, 12. 15 points of damage.
Noise.
Yeah.
So I make it appear out in front of me, and then I just kind of spin it up in my head, and it just starts sending out and striking into the creature.
Okay.
And that's the gas thing.
Yeah. You hear it shriek. You
Ooh.
manage to cut something.
Ooh.
Because when it comes back around, it drips a little bit. It's like this
Ugh.
yellow ichor comes off of the blade.
You
Nice.
cut the gas line. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Nitsa,
Chakra.
it's your turn.
Thank you, General Davis.
Okay. So we get the two. So yes, you have the two over there. I guess I'll just attack the gaseous cloud for now. So I'll go ahead and send. You know what? I'm gonna light my hand up, an aura fill it, and send out a frostbite and do my icy hot with it. So it needs to make a Constitution save of 15.
Nope.
Oh.
No, I mean, nope, it failed. No, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I understood that. Yes, so it takes 2d6 of frost and 2d6. 1d6 of the Orthil fire.
Justin, it says 2d8 for your chill touch.
I didn't cast chill touch. I cast frostbite.
Oh, frostbite.
Yeah. Icy hot.
Frostbite.
So it's 2d6.
Yep. Plus another 6 for Orthel, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I'll say this one is Orthel. So that is 8 points of frost damage and then 6 points of Orthel damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to go up beside Starheart, who I believe is still next to the dead body that she just killed. Correct?
Yep. Yes.
Excellent. And I'll just stand there, ready to battle next to her.
Wonderful.
Ready to battle?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. Can you raise your fist for me, please? Like, no bump.
Oh my gosh.
Higher.
Oh, I'm on this.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
you had it.
Other way.
You had it, and it was great.
Anywho,
Anywho.
it's Bubo's turn.
Okay,
Hey.
Bubo. Hey, do you still want to control Bubo?
Oh, shoot. I don't know what he does. What can he do?
Have him cast Hunter's Mark on something.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on that thing. Oh gosh, he became like a woodsman.
Okay. he'll cast Hunter's Mark on the gaseous being.
Okay.
Okay. And then he's got I think he's only got short swords right now.
I don't know what he has.
Yeah. Okay, so Bubo is there. Oh shoot, Bubo's gonna have to go in to hit it. Okay, I guess Bubo's gonna try and get in there and make some attacks.
Okay.
So, cause he's only got
He's going into the cloud.
yeah, he's gonna have to.
Can
He's
you make a
only-
Constitution saving throw?
Oh, I'm
You wanna do
sorry,
it? I'll do it.
Bubo. You want to do it?
Okay. Oh no. Okay.
Plus
Oh,
one,
no.
So don't.
19.
No, okay, dirty 20.
All right.
It's a
so
dirty 20.
he gets into the cloud and he's able to as he's readying his attack, duck his head around and find these pockets where his form isn't in his lungs.
Nice. Get him, Boobo. Okay, so do you want to roll 2 attacks on his short
Yeah.
swords?
What kind?
The d20, so roll 2 of them. Where are those in his?
His luck just ran out.
Add 6 to them.
Okay.
Each.
15 and 8.
To hit.
1 hits.
Okay, so the 15 hits. Okay, so D6.
Starheart, my arm's getting tired. May I put it down now?
Yes, but you were supposed to do the other arm. Yeah, okay, there you go.
All right. 5 points of piercing damage on that.
Okay.
Although, do you remember if his
It could go
swords were
down now.
lit up?
Were his swords lit up?
feel
No, I thought that's what the blacksmith was doing.
No. He's turned in his bow and arrow.
Oh, then
kept
Yeah,
the short
he's
swords.
fixing the bow.
then I don't know.
I feel like they would have been. Okay, I'm gonna roll Orithil damage because I feel like they
Then
were
yes,
lit up.
I think they made.
2 points of Orithil damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
Nice.
Right. You see the 3 cultists at the top of the hill. They just stand, and it's as if they share one mind. They just turn to the wizard, and each of them raises one palm.
Oh shit.
No.
And yeah.
I'll at least have my ring up for one of those.
What?
Okay.
Happening?
All right. Two of them would hit, so you can try to deflect
Okay,
that other
I'll
one.
try and deflect one.
Can he count as well?
I'm trying to think.
He
I
has a
think
ring
he's.
of turning.
It fails. He rolled a 2. I don't know if anything gets added to that, but I doubt it would succeed.
Okie dokie.
Jay, we have one reroll. Do you want me to use it?
Yes. It's
Okay,
plus
Yeah,
reroll.
say do it.
Will you
Yeah.
roll a d20 for him?
Yeah.
Okay.
+7 on the roll.
Oh, plus 7 on
Plus
the
7?
I have advantage on saving throws.
We doing it?
Oh, so I should have rolled
advantage.
twice.
Yes.
Let me
Okay, do
roll
it
again.
again
Let me roll again. You said plus 7?
Yeah.
So 15.
Ooh.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
That's enough to stop one of them. The other one was still hit.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
no, that's the only. It can only stop one.
Okay,
Cool.
so we did not use the reroll because he had advantage on those saves.
So we still have one reroll?
Yeah.
One reroll.
He's
I
about
don't know
to
how to
get-
speak.
He's about to take some damage.
So
I'm sorry.
you-
It's saving throw. Was it a saving throw or was it just a hit?
It was a. They were hit. They were hitting you with a spell, so it wasn't a saving throw.
Then it wouldn't have worked. Sorry. It's only for uses of saving throws that I need to make.
Oh, got it.
Got it.
Okay, so then that's 21 force damage as 2 beams slam at you from both sides simultaneously. It's like getting a mule kick at the front and the back at the same time.
Ow.
It is now the gas's turn, and he's going to turn around. You can't see.
Turn around.
So this time he's going to try something. Good enough. All of you see Bubo like withdrawing his sword with some of that same yellow blood on it, and he looks to you guys with his like, and then all of a sudden all the gas just, it almost looks like it solidifies. It just and he disappears for a second.
Oh.
As he
Wait,
takes-
Bubo disappears?
No, the gas
He's
is.
being
Oh.
enveloped by this like mustard colored gas.
Oh, buddy.
He takes 16 damage.
Oh, sorry, Boobo.
Is he dead yet?
And can you make him a Constitution saving?
No.
throw?
let's check
Yeah.
here. Do you want me
He
to do
said
the Constitution?
16 damage.
Oh, he's not that bad.
Yeah,
do a saving
yeah.
throw?
Go ahead. D20. Plus 1.
You do
19.
notice as it constricts itself like that, its body, its form underneath and inside this cloud seems easier to hit. You can see its cuts. You can see its wounds
Okay.
as it compresses itself down.
Copy that.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
So you said we can see the wounds once it's been compressed?
Yes, because
Okay,
basically this
okay.
cloud protects it, and
Yeah.
he's just used the cloud for an attack, exposing his actual physical body.
The saving throw was 19.
Good, he's fine.
Okay,
Cool.
cool.
And it is back up to Starheart.
Okay, I'm gonna. What do you guys think, Cloud or Wizard?
Right?
Which thing needs to die first?
I mean, the cloud is right in front of us, but the spellcasters are going to be an issue. Whatever you think is best.
Does one of them look like it's hurting more than the other, or are they both looking fairly dandy?
Only one of these three have been touched.
Oh,
But
Well-
it's hard to say how healthy or not healthy this being is. 'cause we don't really know what it is.
Please go for the
hit the cloud.
spellcasters. They just hurt me a lot.
And what's Bubo at? Because he got hit really bad.
He's fine. He's,
Okay, he's okay?
he's fine.
Okay, I'm going to cast.
Hi, Susie Scrumptious. Hello, Susie Scrumptious here. May you roll lots of 20s. Aw.
Thanks.
Thank you. That is the sweetest name.
What's that scrumptious song from Chitty
Scrumptious?
Chitty Bang Bang?
Oh gosh, it's been a while.
Been a minute.
Well,
Play for fun.
Think it
troop
later.
is now
I'm
singing that for
following
you in
us.
my
Hey,
mind.
thank you for the follow.
Thanks for the follow.
We also play for fun.
Oh.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Noise.
Why?
But why?
5?
No.
Can I do my bonus, please?
What's your bonus?
My spiritual weapon.
Oh yeah, you can hit it with that.
Sure.
Do the thing.
I need to use a new dice.
Oh, nice Jill, huh?
No.
Right, row.
4.
4.
Yeah.
No.
I know. That's why I'm sad.
You're an emotional wreck from the dress.
I am.
I just picture her and her just like. stomping.
I want to damage.
And people yell at me if I get too far from the mic. I keep leaning back and I'm noticing it myself, but I can't hear myself. Aura, it's your turn.
Okay.
Susie from Scotland
Wow.
Oh, how are ya?
in California for another couple of weeks.
Wait, my friend Susie from Scotland?
What?
That's Susie?
Guess
I
so.
know a Susie from Scotland.
Do you know this Haley from here?
Are you the Susie I'm thinking of?
Yay!
Hi, Susie! Joining us! Justin's here too.
Friendship.
Yay, friends. Oh, yay, this is so exciting.
If you'd like to murder your friend, you can drop a monster for
Please don't
$25.
do
If
that.
you'd like to really ruin their day, you can
Please.
give me DM rerolls. If you make their day better, you can give them regular rerolls.
Yeah.
If you
Our
want to heal them,
day.
you can give them lifeblood. And then if you really want to give them power, there's Turn the Tide. It gives them a token to cash in for like an ex machina.
Something,
Hey, dear
something dark side. Something,
Nothing more fun than ruining your friend's D&D plans.
No.
Okay, let's see. Turns out to already do this.
You can just hashtag which character you like for lifeblood, and then there's like a dollar amount. So it's like it's $1 per point of
Yeah.
damage.
The spellcasters behind all that stuff, are they 10 feet away from Bubo or Starheart, whoever that is?
Oh, they're like 15 feet away.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, I'm gonna center this on the guy in the middle, and then I'm going to cast Shatter. Exactly.
It startles me.
That was perfect.
A whole year.
Oh, wait, I know what that is. What kind of animal is that? 12 months, 12 months. That's a camel. A baby camel is born in 12
You're a
months.
beautiful
So,
baby
didn't know
camel.
that.
beautiful baby camel.
I bet baby
This
camels
is my
come
new
out real
favorite
cute.
thing.
Yeah,
I bet they come out real
Yay.
cute.
with their little humps and their lumps. Okay. Well, they do.
Little baby. Do camels have humps when they're babies though? Wait, you do your roll. I'm gonna look
Okay,
this up.
now I gotta know. Okay, so I'm gonna cast Shatter. Can the three of them please give me a con save?
Con save.
You're looking to beat 14.
Okie dokie. Two of them fail, one of them succeeds.
Yay!
You were aiming at the front one, right?
Yeah, the one in the middle, so I could hit them
Okay,
all because it's a
let's say
10-foot radius.
This guy on the end is the one who.
Cool. Okay, so let's see. 3d8 thunder damage, and the one that succeeded will take half damage.
I have the answer.
Nice. What
When
is
you're
it?
ready.
Okay. I'm gonna savage attack. That one's not terrible. I'll savage attack this one. Much better. Okay, the one that fails takes 16 points of thunder damage. And then the one that saved takes 8 points of thunder damage.
Okay. Sorry, first number again?
16.
16. Thank you. Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knocked them all back
Woohoo.
pretty hard.
Nice.
And it they didn't even see it coming because they're still kind of peering through this wall of fire that's kind of flickering around and stuff. So they're just like, bueno.
Nice.
Messed up.
That was my first action, and then my
damn.
second action. Gotta love that haste. And then the second action, since he's easier to see, will I hit Bubo if I hit this gas thing, or is he still like big enough to where I can hit him?
You don't know because Bubo's completely enveloped by this
he's been
creature at the
swooshed.
moment.
Oh, that's not great. Okay. Then shoot. I don't want to hurt Bubo. Okay, I'll just Eldritch Blast
If
one
you
of those.
hurt him, I can heal him.
I don't want. I already hurt him. I don't want to keep hurting Bubo. I don't want to keep hurting him. Ouch! It's worth it. We gotta
Guys,
kill
make
the
up your mind.
monster. All right, I'll just shoot an Eldritch Blast at one of the sorcerers back there.
Bill's character. Okay. Which one are you aiming at?
It doesn't matter. It misses.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was like a 10.
Sweet.
Okay, really quick. Baby camels do not get their humps until they start eating solid food. I found a picture of a baby camel, and they do, in fact, do not have humps.
look at the
That's
little
adorable.
They're really cute.
They're really cute.
I want to go up to the screen really bad.
Google
Oh,
baby
that's not
camels.
right.
They're
Sorry, that
super
doesn't
cute.
work.
Anyway, and then can I bonus action? Is there anything I can try and kind of hide or duck behind, like a building or something?
There is. I mean, there's this corner here that could kind of obscure you. This one right here as well.
Mm-hmm.
There are places to hide. You're basically down this long, narrow alleyway. All of the buildings are identical, as we established when we came to the town. So it's basically just like square, 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 square.
Yeah.
So you could duck around pretty much anywhere in the street except for here, because this is where the city kind of
Right.
ends. It goes right back up into the mountains.
I'll duck behind that alley that I'm closest to then,
Okay.
as a bonus action to hide.
Yep.
Cool.
Right there.
And that's my turn.
Sweet.
Nice.
That was a solid turn.
Andre.
All right.
Yar.
I can see. So there's still the gaseous man,
Oh yeah.
as well as the cultists in the line of fire.
Yes.
I will cast a guiding bolt at one of the cultists in the back, and I'll use my bonus action to attack with my flying chakram.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, it's a 12 plus guiding bolt 6, so 12, 13,
18.
18 to hit.
Nice.
That will hit.
Nice. And 4d6. Quickly, 10 points of guiding bolt damage, radiant damage, sir. And the next attack roll made against that target before the end of the next turn has advantage.
Great.
Now, on the gaseous man, a 15 plus 6 to hit with my
That will also hit.
yas.
Nice.
I'm gonna roll something for my brain. Can you make a saving throw for Bubo for me, please?
6 points of damage to the cloud man.
Okay,
Don't.
I'll do it.
What does Boobo do?
A saving throw for Bubo.
Okay.
Ooh,
con again?
Boo. Here we go. Here we go.
You got this. +1. Uh-oh. Gone forever.
Oh no,
Got
actually,
he-
this one is a dex. This is
Dex.
a dex.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He's
well,
better at this. Do you want me to roll while you're fetching, or you got
Would
this?
have gotten a good one.
Do you want to roll again?
Yeah, what one?
Okay. Same thing. D20. +7.
Oh, that one
wait,
was
no,
really
that's
bad.
Me. That's me. That's me.
Can I use the one that was on the floor?
No.
It's a +5.
No, it's still really bad.
What is it?
7.
That's a 12.
He'll be
Fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
He takes 3 damage.
He's
Okay.
fine. We're
No,
fine now.
no,
how,
it
how
was
are you?
2. No, it's 7 total.
Oh, 7
it was
total.
2. But the one that hit on the ground was 12.
So,
So it would have been better. That's why I wanted the number from the ground.
That's not how it works.
that's not how it works.
It's fine.
So is it 3
be
damage or
okay.
is it 6?
Huh?
How much? Is it 3 or 6 damage then?
He takes 3.
3.
The monster took 6.
Oh,
He
that's
takes
not too
3.
bad.
So yeah, as your spiritual weapon cuts through and you see more of that yellow spurt out, it starts
you
to
hit
mix with the
Bubo.
red.
Oh no!
Wait, no,
It's your
that's his
Bubo like.
weapon.
Oh, Oh, that was yours. Oh, that
Very
was
nice.
your
My
spiritual
weapon
weapon.
never
Sorry.
even came into
Sorry,
existence.
there's so many spiritual weapons. It's there. It's just not hitting anything.
Starheart's just having a bad night.
Oh, boo-boo.
All right. Nitsage, it's your turn.
Who do I have advantage on? Who's the next person that attacks?
One of the cultists.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
Then him. Attack him.
That's one.
He's glowing.
Attack him with chill touch at advantage, please.
Sure.
Roll for attack.
Use
Oh, that's me.
Yes.
Sorry.
Somebody.
Chill touch, you said?
Yes, +7.
Yep.
It's an advantage.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, that's better. Let's get a different
get
dice.
another-
It's good, it's good.
He gets another shot.
Yes,
Roll
yes,
better.
he does.
The first one would have been 11.
I'm going to roll with my phone just in case I just did better than Haley.
It's cool. Roll
Roll a d20.
My dice don't like you.
Roll a d20.
What is it?
What is it? We
Can't see that.
Read it out. It's too small.
I trust you. What is it?
It's 20 this time.
Oh, it's 20.
Not 20.
All right.
No, it's fine. I just think it's super funny. It's a natural 20 on a roll from my phone, so
I think he's going to be rolling from his phone. I think that's what he's trying to tell us.
All right.
that's exactly what I'm going to do from now on. It's
Okay,
Haley
great.
blows.
Well, 20 does.
Has Starheart moved away from me?
No, you two are right next to each other.
I'm going to just get behind her now.
You're gonna go behind
You
me
could probably hide
I'm going to
behind you. The
go
dress is so
behind
big.
her and just duck.
in width, not height.
Your dress is really poofy.
In width. Width, not height.
Yeah, so he says he's ducked. So he's ducked behind the bell of your dress.
I thought my dress was like smithereens.
No, the bottom was torn, and then it's cut from where you got slashed.
It's a high-low dress right now.
I want my dress though.
All right.
Justin, are you rolling damage for your thing?
Damage?
Because you said 20 hits, right?
No,
If you're-
you.
Okay, for next time.
Oh, for next
Yes.
time. Okay.
Cool. So then misses. Bubo's turn.
Okay. Let's see. So, is he being restrained by this thing? Like, can he still move and fight? And
He is currently restrained. He's grappled.
Okay.
Can
So
he
he would have to make a strength check to bust out.
okay.
And yeah, that's about it. I mean, he could continue to try and slice and stuff while he's in there if he doesn't care about getting away. But otherwise, yeah, he's stuck
I
there.
think he
I
would
think
want
the
to try to
question
get
is,
away.
does he have his portrait?
I'm sure it's safe.
Okay.
I mean, he got an extra portrait, too.
He is two
This is
now.
true. This is true.
Okay.
It was so good, the guy quit.
We roll a d20 and see if we
Yes.
can do a strength check to get out of this thing.
Will you blow on the d20, please?
Your paws are so cute.
Kind of creatures. Bubo.
15.
Bubo is he's also an elf. He's another player who's currently not here tonight. So that's Andrew's character, Bubo.
Prince Abubu.
15.
15 will hit.
It sounded like
Oh
a
no,
baby
that's a
bat.
strength check to get away.
Strength check is enough.
Yay! Bubo's free.
He's able to breathe a bit. A bit. But thankfully the thing is still solid, so I'm going to let him actually take a hit on it.
Oh, okay, cool. So that was his one action, so he can take an attack. Is that what you're saying, or?
Yes.
Okay, one attack or two attacks?
One attack.
One attack. Okay. He'll accept.
Are you done?
Do you go ahead? Go ahead.
One or two?
One. Plus 6.
16.
That'll hit.
Okay. Let's see. There's a d6, and then he's got Hunter's Mark on it, and then Orifil. Okay. So that's
Oh, question for people in the chat. Would you guys want to watch an art stream? Because I would like to create some character art for our wonderful players and stuff here. Not that I'm great, but I want to try it anyway.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be fun. It'd be something to see.
I would like a portrait of Bubo.
the portrait of
An
Bubo.
A portrait of Bubo and his portrait?
Oh.
Oh,
I want the-
portrait.
I want the natural 21 that where he was standing in front of the crystal.
Oh,
And it was
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
most
yeah.
beautiful piece of art we've ever seen. Anyway, 6 points of piercing damage, 4 points of orthel damage.
Ding.
Get it, Boobo?
The thing shrieks and just like it just backs up.
Oh
it ain't
yeah.
dead.
Does he
It's
get an
just-
attack of opportunity?
No.
Fine.
It's gassy.
Fine.
Ew.
Can't blame a girl for asking.
Blink, blink.
Blink, blink.
Great. It's the cultist's turn.
Boo, cultist.
This time they're gonna level their hands at you because Nitsa is hiding behind you, Starheart.
Oh,
Okay, fine. Sorry if that was really loud. I'm very. Okay, fine. Can I?
follow,
Hey, thanks for the follow, Black
Thanks for
Rabbit.
the follow.
Thank you.
Wait, is there? Can I
Black
be
rabbit.
sneaky? Is there a sneak
Can
thing
you
that I
be?
can do?
Are you good at it?
Yeah.
He's starting to train in it. She's a noob.
Wait,
She's a
I
noob
can't.
sneaker.
Wait, no, it's a bonus action.
Yeah, so bonus
Yeah.
action you could like hide.
But right now,
No,
Have
No.
you used your spiritual
on your
weapon?
turn.
What did we
No.
decide
No, it
your new
wouldn't-
AC was? 10?
yes.
Prepare
right.
to ouch.
Oh, because you're wearing a
No, because
dress.
It's 10 plus dexterity, which is 10 for her.
It's still 10, yeah.
Oh, girl, you in heels, aren't you?
Okay, yeah, I could have hid, but I can't hide because yeah, it's not my turn. Oh.
21 points of damage.
What?
You get hit by 2 blasts. So pretty much exactly what happened in Nitsage, but instead of them hitting you from opposite sides, they both hit you in the front, like at the chest.
Oh, okay, we gotta kill these dudes. This is not good news.
How's my dress look, please?
A few beads from this impact have, like, a string of them has come across, and now they're kind of like scattered and lighting the ground right here.
Oh,
As a whole, the dress is still mostly intact. Just the details are getting.
We could still fix it. Buddy. She's gonna like Hulk out if her dress gets any more
well,
damage.
I'm thinking about taking the werewolf potion, but I want everyone to be here when I do.
Well, that's their
about it.
turn. It's now the
Okay.
gaseous monster's turn.
No, sorry, Beard on a Batman. We do have a battle cam sometimes, but Art had to shoot tonight, so he took his camera with him. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Dances!
Whoop, whoop.
We're also doing Skype for the first and last time tonight.
Aww.
I-
Oh, Danny hates it.
What? Oh, his iPad died.
oh no.
Plug that in.
Plug it in,
Plug it in.
Anywho.
Anywho.
But we tried it. We're trying it.
Okay.
So the gaseous form, bolting away from Bubo, is now going to dart toward Andre.
Oh, crap!
Yeah, because I hid. I'm sorry.
Please make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't want to.
Ah, well.
Guess both the gnomes are
That's a
feeling
10.
ornery today.
That's what gnomes do.
Ouchie.
Ah, fuck.
No.
You
take 6 poison damage
Oh.
as your lungs
Ah.
begin to burn.
Oh,
Not
ow.
an ouchie.
Whatever.
We are back up to Starheart. You know, like the super deep nerd cut. You know the Galaddy light from Lord of the Rings? For Galadriel, they had like a
Yes,
ring.
yes.
You know,
Star?
the ring lights were popped to the stars thing. That's what like your ragey face looks like now because of all the beads on the ground. You're like, anyway,
That's adorable. Oh.
and that's your turn.
Oh, constipated.
Okay. No, she's not.
Someone gift that for me, please.
She's
I need it.
With the panda. Angry panda.
Okay. Who are the two that hit me, please?
These guys right here, middle and right.
The one that looks. The one to my left.
This guy.
That one.
Yeah.
I want to hit that one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to friggin' cast my spiritual weapon. Or I'm gonna try to guiding bolt first. No, hang on, because I'm dying. So
Sorry, I interrupted Ryan. Was saying, Beard on a Batman. We do normally have battle map, as he was saying.
yes.
But yeah, tonight we're just.
Well, no,
Things.
it's we could have had the camera. It's just that that Art is filming tonight.
Right. So yeah, we
Yeah.
don't have.
What's my-
Normally we have it. We do need things. Ah, which reminds me, every donation goes right back into the stream. Lets us pay
Buy
rent
more
for a studio
equipment.
space, keep the lights on, plumbing, all that good stuff. So really, anything helps. Cheers, bits, what have yous. And that's also why we have so many ways for you guys to interact at so many different levels of tiers and all that good stuff. So, and again, if you have any questions about how to do all that, let me know. Happy to interrupt everything to explain it.
Okay.
Yes, Rainy.
I would like to cast Healing Word on myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need to hit. I don't need to roll to hit that, right?
No, it's automatic.
It's
but
automatic,
I think
right?
it's D4s, not D6s.
Hmm.
Yeah. Are you doing second level?
Everyone's loving Justin's voice.
They say you sound really epic via Skype.
Sultry and
Oh,
godlike.
And then plus.
with my
Oh, 3.
with my sniffing.
So that would have been 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that would have been 12. I heal 12.
Heal 12.
Heal 12. And then I'm going to try to cast my spiritual weapon.
Did it fail or just did
It's
it hit?
failed every time. No, it hasn't hit every
It
single
stays
time.
up though.
It does stay up.
Yeah, it stays up unless you lose your concentration on it. So it's still around.
Oh, so it's
It
there.
It's
stays
just
up.
been missing its attacks.
So I can roll to
Yeah.
It stays
attack.
up. It stays
Yeah.
up. It stays
It
up.
stays up. Bum, 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 bum.
No.
I guess
which
you could do
one's
this as your
Which-
action.
This is the 8. No. Which one's
The 8? You had it right.
this
No, 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 the
This
diamond. Yeah, that
Okay.
one.
one?
No, you gotta roll to attack first though.
Oh,
The
that,
big
that's what I
one.
meant. That's what I've
If
been doing
anyone
every
else
time.
is, so Susie's curious on how to donate. So I've dropped the tip thing into the chat.
What do you mean
So if you
that's
click
like
that,
what
so
I've been
again, there's
rolling to hit every
dollar
single
for
time. I thought you
lifeblood.
meant I didn't need to roll to hit.
Cross
Sorry,
that.
guys.
Sorry.
Um, It's okay. So for $1, that's lifeblood. That gives hit points to our players. For $5, that's a blessing that allows them to add numbers to their roll with an additional roll of d6. For $10, you can add to the pool of re-rolls. For 15, DM re-rolls. That's for me. Allows me to force them to re-roll their good rolls. 25, you can drop a character. That can be an enemy that they immediately have to fight. That can be a friend who can help them in the battle. That can be an RP heavy night. That can be like a character who just fucks shit up. And for $50, you can give them a token that allows them to basically take control of the scene in their favor. They cash that token in, and they can basically do what they want in that moment. And then we have tiers when we hit those, and then I'll cover those again when we get there. But that's the general thing. And so the link for that is in the chat. Let me know if you have any other questions. Thank you.
The +5 doesn't give me +5 to hit, does it? What is that +5?
No.
Do you see it? +5.
Yeah, that's +5. So you add that
To what
your
I
roll.
did?
Yeah.
Why haven't I been doing that?
Dun, dun, dun.
13?
13 will hit.
Hey!
Okay, so I'm gonna hit with wait, are you the right one? Yeah.
And you had 2.
7 damage
Okay.
of ale. I don't know what drinky damage is, but that
Bludgeoning. You're clubbing him over the head with something. But yeah, so out through the fire. These guys are mostly like, they know where you are, but they're having issues, so they just thunk through the fire.
I mean, I'm also having issues, so like it makes sense.
The dice speak.
Aura, it's now your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna pop out from the corner but kind of stay hidden, and I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the gas form, and then because it's not connected to him, right?
No, just Justin. Well, wait. Oh,
No.
I'm getting hit, but has he wrapped around me yet? I don't think so.
No, you're just breathing him in.
Right.
He hasn't
Okay.
attacked you.
So I'll do one Eldritch Blast that way, and then I'll do one to one of the sorcerers.
Okay.
Okay. And then I think I get sneak attack because I'm hidden, but does that mean I have advantage on it? Because I'm hidden? I can't remember.
Sure.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah, we'll say yes.
Okay. I couldn't remember. Okay. That's a dirty 20 for the first one. And then for, I'll say the caster in the center. That's math. 23 to hit on the second one.
Nice.
Those should both hit.
So 10 plus my sneak attack I'll use on the first one. Okay. That's all right. I'm going to savage attack this. Much better. Okay, so for the gaseous form, it's going to take 14 points of damage. Force damage.
Blast it. It whirls the mist around itself, and it blows it away. And all you see is this almost fetal-looking creature with this underbite that seems to go over like half of its head.
Ooh.
The teeth like coming up like these fangs, these beady little eyes. You have only a minute to take it in before your blast just crushes his face and splatters him all across the head.
Oh, nice. Sweet. Awesome.
Sweet.
Okay, and then for the caster in the middle, he will take 6 points of force damage.
6 points. Okay.
And then I'm going to pop back my head back into the alley to hide as a bonus action.
I feel like I should do that.
Every time it's like a buck-toothed cucumber. An underbite, Mr. Howell. Cool. Andre.
Sweet. I will, since he's now right frickin' in front of me, take...
Oh, the gas guy's dead.
He's dead.
Oh, he is? Oh, good.
Yeah, you're
Never
Sorry,
mind.
I
Alright.
blew his face away.
You should attack the one that harmed my person.
Well, that was 2 of them.
Yeah, attack both of them.
Okay.
Okay.
I will attack one of them with my guiding bolt.
She yelled out.
What's your range?
Guiding bolt?
I think it's like
It's 120 feet.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Was that yes or no?
That was like,
What
yes.
He's apparently a very fast car.
Oh, my God. You can take it up.
Ooh. Okay. 46.
He got a natural 20, by the way.
Yeah,
he forgot to say that.
Oh,
That's why he's happy.
So,
That's-
good poker face. Good poker face.
Yeah.
why
So
there
that
was
is 30 points of damage.
Oh.
Please describe how this cultist died. Which one were you aiming at?
Whoever the first one was to hit her.
The first one
Yes.
was that, the middle.
The middle
Perfect. Yeah. So I reach out with my actually. Ooh, yes, lovely. So I start to spin up.
One
Ooh,
moment.
yes.
Susie, so subscriptions are separate from tips. I've dropped the link for tips down there, so it's streamlabs.com/perception studio. So that's if you want a specific dollar amount. Those are not subscriptions. Those are one-time only. So that's the bar that we're trying to fill at the bottom. Just to clarify. Sorry. Welcome to Twitch. I know it's weird. It's a brand new world. Sorry. Go ahead.
All right, I spin up the ring of my spiritual weapon and lower it into the front of me, and I shoot the beam of radiant energy through the ring.
Ah, dope.
And then it hits him in the head, basically forcing his head off of his shoulders. And then I will also bring around my spiritual weapon to the other person who attacked.
There we go.
Nice.
Hell yeah, Ryan.
14 to hit.
Yeah.
Noise.
You spill
He's
cat.
like watched his friend. It's like pinned to a tree behind him. Like,
It's like that scene in The Patriot.
Is that
Oh.
4 points? 4 points of spiritual weapon damage.
Yes.
Spiritual weapon
damage. Specifically.
all right.
Force damage.
Spill cast those wizards in the dick, Ryan.
Perfect. All right. They're still
That's fine.
standing.
I'm gonna start just saying that every time I'm upset at something. I'm gonna
Is that your-
cast him in the...
Your whole turn. Is doing
That
anything
is
like
all my turn. I will start getting closer, but not. Yeah, that's great.
Cool. And you could just describe it because they can't see it, so it'd be
Oh.
descriptive. So
Of what?
just where you're going because you're saying
fair,
yes there.
Fair.
No one knows.
I'm
what that
sorry.
means.
So yeah, I move about 20 or so feet forward just to get closer to the wall of fire and the cultists that are on fire.
Perfect. Thank you. Nitsage, it's your turn.
So
You haven't broken your
concentration.
concentration yet, right? The fire's still up.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Perfect.
No, you know what? I need to roll for concentration.
Constitution.
Constitution, I get advantage on those. So please roll for my constitution now, please.
Oh, you want me to? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Let me pick out some good dice. This
I get
one.
advantage. I get advantage
this
on my
one.
saving throws.
Okay. Let me see what your plus is. This is a con save.
It is a con save.
Okay, yeah, 15.
Great. Yes, the wall is still there.
Okay.
They're on fire now?
Are they?
What?
They are? You're telling me? You're asking
No,
me?
no, I'm asking you. They're saying that you said
Oh.
cultists were on fire.
They were next to the wall of fire. I was just.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
they haven't been taking fire damage.
They've moved back since.
They
then.
moved back.
Yeah, because
Oh.
the gas form moved through. They've stayed on the other side. They've been
Okay.
firing from the other side of.
Yeah.
It was a circle too, so they stepped out of it earlier anyway.
Oh, they did. That did happen.
Oh, so they're in front of it
Well,
then.
then shit. All right. Beep, whip. Okay.
I'll just say they already took damage from the spike growth because I don't.
Yes, they did.
Oh, plus I think that dropped because I think Hunter's Mark is concentration.
It is.
Yep. So spike growth is gone.
So just far.
Just fire. Okay. Okay.
One or two cultists are still alive.
2.
One little, two little cultists.
Okay, my Orthil hands are still on, so I'm going to try and cast Chill Touch again at them, and hopefully we'll light their shit up this time.
Perfect.
So,
Are you
roll? No, I'm on my phone right now. I can't roll anymore.
Okay. Is that with advantage?
It is. It shouldn't be. No.
Okay, so just a
Whoa.
regular roll for chill touch.
You got a life
Lifeblood
blood.
for Aura. Temporary hit
Hey!
points for Aura.
Thanks.
Someone
I gotta get back to the thing. Oh, thanks. I got 1 lifeblood. Thank you. Thanks, Susie. Let's see.
Temper.
Thank you, Susie.
There and 1.
Please roll a d20 for me.
Yep.
And add
12 to hit.
7. Add 7.
Yep. 12 to hit.
That will hit.
Hey, it hits. It hits. Calm down.
It will
Yeah.
hit.
Haley, I need you to stop rolling crappy for me, though. Okay, thank you.
Sorry. Okay,
So
so
it's 2d6 of necrotic damage.
you said
and
chill touch.
2d6 of necrotic damage and 1d6 of Orthil.
Chill touch says 2d8.
Then 2d8.
I'm just trying to help you out. You're underrating yourself. You're underselling yourself. Okay, so 9 points of necrotic damage and 1 point of Orithil damage.
Okay, and they have disadvantage against. That one has disadvantage against me on his next turn.
Okay. One of them, he falls to his knees. He's barely alive.
Ooh, barely alive.
For Orthil, the hand, the skeleton hand that came up was on fire like Ghost Rider.
Cool.
That's cool.
And I am
hearing Nicolas
moving
Cage
to
really
a safe. Is there a wall I can get behind it all? Like what's?
Yeah. So there's an alley here. So you probably have enough movement to get to the other side of the building you're at the corner of. It would just make you further away.
You know what?
Because right now they're facing down the alley you'd be running down. Otherwise, you'd have to go all the way across over to where Aura is, which is another building's length, about 25, 30 feet.
I'm going to just. Who's next to me? Who's closest to me?
Me?
Yeah, you're still hiding behind Starheart.
Okay, great. I'm going to. Because that one looks a little worse for wear, so I'm going to come out and stand behind her. Beside her, excuse me.
Cool.
I want him to cast a spell on me. I want to lure him. Stand there and say, yeah, here I am. Take me now. I don't know. I'm gonna shut up.
You're starting
This
to sound
just
like
got
steamy.
Yeah, it did. You're starting to sound like Prince John, by the way.
Oh.
Mommy. I'm trying to be quiet. I have the people here are asleep, so I'm trying not to be too loud.
Okay.
That's super late, isn't it?
Where he
It
is.
is. It's almost 12 a.m. It's almost 1 a.m. I'm tired. I'll be up in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nah, you'll just stay
jeez.
awake the whole time.
Oh no.
That's
But
right.
it's fine. He just has to catch a plane. He's fine.
Oh, okay.
He's fine. He can sleep
Sleep
on
on
the
the
plane.
plane. Yeah,
Okay,
you're fine.
so today. Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay, so Boobo's turn.
Boobo's turn.
Boobo's turn.
What does he do?
Okay, so they are in front of the fire, so that's good news.
Yeah.
So he's gonna bonus action move his hunter's mark to the one that's standing, and then he's gonna go up to that guy and slashy.
Yes.
All right.
Plus, plus 6.
Correct, General Davis.
Is 21.
21. Nice. And second attack, what does he roll? Plus 6.
Bed.
Okay. Like what?
Hang on. Plus 6?
Yeah.
Oh, not bad. 13.
Both
Not
hit.
bad.
Both hit. There we go. Hey.
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 Damage.
Hey. Okay. Okay. So the first one had.
Ah.
So this is with the one with the hunter's mark. So this is the
Just
guy
getting my
that's
sweater.
standing.
Yeah.
Are they within 5 feet of each other? Those two dudes?
Yes. They should be like right next to each other.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I think he's just attacking the one dude. Anyway, so for the first hit, 6 points piercing, 6 points orthil.
Okay.
And then the second attack.
Sorry, fell.
Orthil. What is this extra d6?
You'll be able to see it on
Oh,
Twitch soon.
he only does that once. And then the second attack, oh nice, is 6 points of piercing, 6 points of orthil damage.
Great. So yeah, Boo. Boobo. Yeah, he just darts up and just sick of being like he's still brushing off like goo from this creature, this gas creature, and he smells awful. He's pissed. And yeah, he just like goes in, just and just cuts this guy from navel to neck and just splits open.
Nice, Boobo.
Yay, boo boo.
You got one
Uh,
left.
Your friend
you're
got
out of
goop on my
combat. This
painting.
guy
Oh.
who's on the floor, like he's alive and barely, you can do whatever you want with him.
I'll,
So yay.
I'll join everybody
Interrogator.
over him. Oh yes.
Lovely.
I'll pull out my dagger and light it up, and I'll kneel down next to him, and I'll look at Starheart and say, "Is there anything you'd like to know?"
Wait, who says this?
I'm saying it to the guy that's nearly
Oh, sorry.
dead.
I thought it was Nitsich. Oh, what do I want to know?
From the cultist who is still barely alive.
Oh. Whew.
Ask him who is his daddy and what does he do?
No. No. Okay, can I talk? Me? Hey,
Right,
you!
before you start talking,
What?
I cast Thaumaturgy and make your voice 10 times louder.
Oh.
Please don't scream.
Please.
You.
This is great.
One! Question the first. Who killed my parents? Parents.
Who even are you?
Question the second. Why'd you ruin my dress?
I didn't touch your dress.
You lie!
Yes,
Why?
you should have been asking the lady this, Starheart. He is just one of their associates.
She's already dead.
Yes, you should have asked her these questions. This man clearly doesn't know anything that you're seeking.
Hang on. Hey, you. Who killed my parents?
Who are you?
I'm Starheart. Who are you?
I don't know this name.
Your
I know
last
the
name.
gem. He like
Oh, what's
desperately
my
tries
last
to
name?
reach
Wait, no,
at
what's
the
my
stone around
no,
your neck.
my last name. I tell him my last name. 'Cause I'm Flintborn.
Flintborn.
Flintborn. Smack. I don't want want him to smile, so I smack him.
Okay. He just spits out a tooth. The miners. The little gnomes. It wasn't me.
Yeah, I asked who, not if it's you.
Why should I tell you?
When he says that, I grab his hand and I cut off one of his fingers.
Yeah, you do.
I believe my friend asked you a question.
Gelk.
Gelk.
He's high in our order. He ordered their slaughter. He ordered the destruction and collection of all Star Heart gems. Your parents were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
How did you find us here?
We're everywhere. We
How
hunt.
did you find us here?
Why would I give up that luscious little tidbit of
And I
information?
cast detect thoughts on him.
What does he have to do?
Please make a
Surface
wisdom
thoughts are
saving throw.
free.
Beating 15.
He fails.
Okay.
Delve deep, man.
I am penetrating you so hard right now.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm gonna penetrate
All right,
you
Cactuar
right in my
Cerberus
dick.
gave
All right.
3 lifeblood to Nitsage.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Thank you for that.
Oh,
Sorry.
I got you, Jay.
Pump it in.
Justin, somebody gave you, Cactuar Stir Fry gave you 3 lifebloods.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the
Thank you
lifeblood.
so much. I will take it. Let me heal
temporaries.
myself up. 23. Oh, my session is timed out. Screw you, D&D Beyond. But
We
not
got
really,
you.
because you're cool.
Is it because I'm logged in looking at your stuff too? Is that why?
Nope. All good. It took
You've
it.
got DM power.
Okay.
So I'm gonna, I'm gonna dive in a little deeper.
Now, for Detect Thoughts, are you able to see images, or is it strictly like inner monologue? Or is that up to me?
Let me see. If you fail, I give the insight into reasoning, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as worries, loves, or hates. So yes, whatever. I'm gonna let you decide that,
Okay.
DM.
So, you see a love of chaos. Obviously, just the general, just they're not here for the current order of the world. But you also see a glimpse of an image. It is a pale lit silhouette that is lighting a small chamber bound down by heavy black iron chains. And there's beaming around that same light, there's a pulsating green.
So with my hands, I'm like Professor Xaviering this guy over his head, right? My hands next to his temples, and as I'm probing deeper and deeper, my hands are kind of shaking a little bit, and I'm speaking all of this that I'm saying to the group.
So you're telling us what he's saying, what he's
I
thinking?
am. Does Danny?
Okay.
Do you need to say it again, Danny?
Sure.
For them to hear.
Yeah, so he's describing, you hear come out of Nitsage, basically just, initially just like, clearly they're a crazy cult, they want to kill people, that's pretty apparent. But on top of that, there's this image looming in the back of his mind of a bound, pale, glowing figure that glows white but flashes green, bound by iron chains. And this is in response to your question of, like, how did you find us? So that's why this image is in his head. That's what you're able to pull
Excellent.
out.
Excellent.
Are we in combat
No, you're
still?
right.
Can I cast Zone of Truth
Sure.
right where we are? And I'm gonna just put my hands. If Nitsage's hands are like here around the guy's head, I'm gonna go this way.
Okay. Voguing his head.
While she's doing that, I still want to concentrate on his detect thoughts to see if what he says is in tune with what he is thinking.
Oh,
Are you gonna have the door open?
I thought it was skateboarders.
Sorry. Can you say that again, Justin? Sorry.
I sure
Sorry,
can.
I was gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Right. So I'm still using detect thoughts to make sure that what he's saying to you matches any kind of images that may pop up into his brain as well too.
Okay.
Because Zone of
Right.
Truth, he doesn't have to say exactly truth. He just has to say,
Yeah, he won't have to tell you all of it, just as close to the truth as he's able to
Okay.
spit
and
out.
I am making sure that he does that.
Right.
Did we ever learn the name of the starlight that fell, or it's just the starlight that fell?
I
She
don't-
doesn't have a
I
name.
You
don't
never
think
learned
knew.
We never learned the
didn't
name.
know the name.
Is the pale glowing figure in chains that is bound the starlight that fell fairly recently?
Yes.
Oh, you bitcheroony doony!
And when he says yes, Nitzig, you see this that the lip, the outside hull of the black ship, and similar iron chains pulling this glowing body out from the water.
They have him.
Her.
Her, excuse me. They have it.
Yes.
They have her.
I think we know what our next mission is.
Where?
He reaches into his belt and
Stop
pulls
him.
out a knife. He's going to try and stab himself in the chest.
I mean, I've got his hand. Can I?
There's two
Wait,
clerics
I
here.
cast
Yeah.
command. I cast command. I cast command.
Would that drop your zone of truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but I cast. I mean,
you
what do
can
you
do
want
what
to
you
do?
want.
It's
I'm just
fine.
asking
Let
a
him
question.
die. I can bring him back.
Oh,
That's true.
then I'm gonna.
really funny.
Then I'll help him.
I go to my god. And he just
Perfect. As soon as he does that, I strip him of every weapon he has on him. And then I cast
Wait,
Spare the
wait,
Dying.
Don't,
Wait, does he have
don't
anything
spare.
cool on him?
That's up to Danny.
Does he have anything cool on him?
taking this moment to go through his shit.
Yes.
Spare
Yeah,
him.
and I'll tie up his hands while she's searching.
We need to talk to him.
Andre, don't spare him. Let
What do you
me
want?
allow me to try my resurrection.
Are you sure about that? Because I can bring him back as exactly as he was.
Are you gonna make him a zombie?
If he does, then he cannot go to his god yet.
What?
If he comes back as a zombie, then he's not really with his god.
But then he
He's
can't
not-
answer any of
his
our
soul
questions
doesn't exist
either.
Here, I don't believe.
Sorry.
What about his soul, Andre?
It's been too long. Spare the dying.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I only have so much time.
No, I understand. We can't waste away talking.
And he just
Welcome back.
We got you.
How was it?
I would have been welcomed with open arms.
More like a swift kick in the
Goes for his knife again. Everything's gone.
Good try, though. Want to try again?
Sorry, I tied up his hands. Andre and I were talking.
He's
about it.
hogtied.
Okay,
He
yeah.
can't do this shit again.
You will leave this earth when we deem it necessary.
Hey, can we keep him?
Like a pet?
Yeah.
It sounds like fun.
I can
Excuse-
learn my
excuse
punches.
me, What is your name?
Lark.
Yes, I'd assume so. Let me ask you this question. There's a lot of ruckus going on right here. Do you know anything about this?
All I know is you just killed my brothers.
Yes, and you would have done the same to us.
Happily. I do what
you-
I must for Clot.
Do you know anything about this stolen artifact they have here?
No. What artifact?
Are you sorry, table talk? Are you referring to the moon catch, the giant
Yes.
moon catch?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I came here for that. He doesn't point. He gestures with his nose. He's pointing at the Starheart gem around your neck.
Permission to bop him on the nose, please.
Sure.
Yeah, you're for it.
Just don't kill him.
Come back.
That was fun.
Do it
So
again.
what do we plan on doing with him?
What?
What do we plan on doing with him?
I
I
have
think
the same question.
I think he's too much of a risk to leave alive.
Maybe he can be a guide.
Why doesn't, guide us to the
ship.
Sahlen? Or the ship. Is the
Well-
Sahlen in the ship?
The last time I left her, she was in the ship. I don't know if she's still there.
Where was it headed?
It was headed west to
Sounds
collect her. I was there when they grabbed her, but I left the ship on a boat to come here.
Do you know where that ship makes berth?
I'm not the captain. I'm not privy to every plan. I'm not high enough in the order.
In your days of sailing, did you ever see a black ship on the water?
You would have seen multitudes of black ships, but none that do not cause a wake in the water. That was a first.
Interesting.
None like that.
Wait, do I remember this? Was this the ship that I saw?
Off the coast of Raufel, yeah.
Yeah.
Same ship.
Then I know. I know. I've seen it. The ship. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on the water.
Please kill me.
Hey, no.
Bash
No.
it in.
No, because if we go to the ship, I'm gonna need to swab the poop deck with you.
If you go to the ship, you're gonna need a god of your own.
Yeah, I got my own. Me. Hello.
Captured by idiots. My brothers were the lucky ones.
Regardless, I don't want to see this man get killed. I want him to live out the rest of his natural life in utter agony.
Hey, do they,
That's how we get more cultists, yes.
I could fix that for you if you like.
Remember when you all were nice people?
Were we ever?
Starhawk just murdered someone earlier for committing her dress.
Remember, you can add more enemies at any time.
Wait, where's his gold?
I'm just gonna start bopping
Sure.
his pockets.
Yeah, you find various tokens. You see an amulet of cloak that falls out.
I give that to him.
What?
What else? Like I want money and stuff.
2 seconds. I'll give you
Him first.
stuff in a second. What's up?
Danny,
Yeah.
allow me to ask him, what do you know about Kelrick?
Ooh.
Bastard son of the glorious cloaked.
Do you know about his whereabouts here on Earth?
He's on Earth. He's on Sol.
Yes, I released him.
You see abject fear in the eyes of this cultist.
Oof.
He's supposed to be locked away. He's not supposed to be here.
Well, we all have our faults.
I can help you.
How?
I can help you find him.
Uh-huh.
Tell me.
You have a connection with him.
Yes.
You can use that. You can call him.
How?
Where did he touch you?
My arm.
You'll have to cut there. And then he moves his head to the amulet that you just grabbed and you were going to hand to him. Mm-hmm. If you press that to it, you can communicate with him. He will know where you are.
What does the amulet have to do with him?
He is a son, a bastard son. This is a bastard amulet. We don't. He hesitates for a moment, but because he's locked into the zone of truth and he's already started this sentence, he finishes it. We don't serve Cloaked. We drain him. We use him. He's a battery. So this amulet we have marked and scored and burned. It doesn't serve him, it hurts him, and thus can help summon his broken son. But if you summon him, be ready. You can't control him.
No, we cannot. Well, in light of this new information, I'm all done with him.
What's the name of the captain?
On the ship?
Aurus.
Andre,
Yes.
I don't know what you're planning on or to do with him or having him be tortured for the rest of his natural life. He could easily kill himself by breaking his own neck. When you say we actually give him an actual death, he's been rather he's helped us tonight as information wise.
Maybe. Danny. Sidebar.
Yeah.
I would like to pray to Clote to send him there.
Okay.
Okay. So in my head, I just kind of sit down, grabbing my my holy symbol. Clote, we have someone who uses you.
Is this in your head out loud?
In my head.
Okay.
He has disgraced your name and your teachings. He would serve nothing more than to waste you away to nothing. I'd like to send him to you if you're ready to receive him.
There's no direct answer, but as you hold your own amulet, you can feel it just start to vibrate and pulse. Just you can feel his touch, his presence. He's listening.
Awesome. With that, I kind of sense that my spiritual weapon is still active, and just bring it down.
Yeah. Gone.
He's where he needs to be.
Where's that?
With my god.
Well done.
So what's he got?
What's it?
Well, so he's got the corrupted amulet.
Okay, someone can take that.
Uh,
Give that to Nitsich.
I don't think Nitsa should have it.
She shouldn't
just
have it.
right now until he's
hold
ready.
on to it.
Okay.
Okay, corrupted amulet. Okay.
You see there's a small pouch. When you open the pouch, there are two small electrum coins in them.
How much are those worth?
It's a lot.
A lot. More than platinum.
They are
What'd you
oddly
say, they're
devoid.
electrum?
Yes, they're devoid of any markings. They're just clear, like they're plain discs. There's two of them in that bag.
I'd like to go and inspect the other cultists as well
Sure.
too.
Same.
They all have those corrupted amulets on them. So the other two, the brothers have almost identical layouts. The other two, they had the bags that had those coins in them, but they're gone. So they're just empty velvet bags.
Okay. So how many of those corrupted symbols total?
Three
Three. Okay.
corrupted symbols.
So I take one. You should take one. You
Okay.
should take one.
One corrupted symbol of close.
I don't
Heck,
touch it.
selection.
Oh,
You don't
yeah,
touch it?
You probably wouldn't want to
Okay,
touch it. We can. Bubo can take one.
Boo can take one.
Bubo takes one. Since Bubo's not here, I'll let Bubo remember.
I'll write it down in my inventory for him.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna write.
No, I mean, he remembers something as he looks at the coins.
Oh.
Oh. The Elysium coins?
Yeah, electrum.
Electrum.
Yep.
Yeah. These were, I remember these.
Yeah.
This is what they look like after you complete a contract.
And they like drop it.
So he's basically saying, so these are basically those contracts, but
They were
before.
out to kill us.
No, not necessarily.
Oh.
Because they're black until they're completed. So you would
So
assume.
they've been completed.
Or not yet initiated. So basically, what you have is two unused death contracts.
Oh.
So if you get someone to agree to your terms on one of these coins, they must do the thing
Oh.
or die.
So you have those.
Yeah.
So Bubo remembers this and lets you know because currently it is not used as any currency
Right.
on Sol. It is
Interesting.
it is just an old material used to be used for other things.
Hey, Aura. You want a death coin?
I do.
Catch.
There are a couple daggers, ornate. They look ritualistic, but nothing particularly special about them. The robes themselves are there. They're pretty clean. You've mostly been bashing them with magic and such, so they're in decent condition.
I bundle it up and put it in my sack.
All right. There it is. Did you take all of them, or just one for yourself?
Just one.
Okay.
Well,
I feel like they would
is
come
there
in
actually-
handy.
Is there gnomes in this group? There's no gnomes in this group, is there?
Starting
There's
to know.
me. No, in the group of cultists.
The cultists.
No, there were three human males,
Well, that doesn't fit me.
We can get it tailored.
I suppose.
and they could probably fit the elves or
Andre, you're a gnome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are also other bodies. So there's Leary's body also has a robe, but she's legitimately more fucked up than the other ones. So
I
the
feel
robe's
like
missing.
it would be really, it would behoove us to take a robe a person should we ever need.
Need to be in
espionage.
disguise.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
So we each take a robe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there were a couple humans and a
get-
couple like gnomes, I think, right?
No.
When I get my bag of holding, we can all put it in there.
All right.
Okay, so we give them to Nitsich.
Susie asks how is Starheart's dress. Considering everything she's just gone through, it's in pretty good condition. But the bottom has been torn from when Nitsich stepped on it, and around the arms and her torso there are slashes and blood through it. So there's some stains. One of the pieces, so the whole thing is beaded with Mooncatch ore, which captures moonlight, glows, and charges magical things. Yes.
What's the atmosphere like right now with the announcement? Is it chaos? Is it what's happening
Yes. So
around us?
So yeah, you can hear it on the other side of all these buildings. People are scrambling. They're kicking in doors trying to find the crystal. And at this point, we'll say you're making your way back into the central square. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we do that, I just want
Yeah.
Starheart, I'm so sorry again for your dress. I promise we will get it fixed and you will look as lovely as ever.
Thank you. Can
This-
can I still have a dance? A tiny one.
Nitsich goes beet red again. I think that we have bigger matters on our hands right now. Rain check, please.
She looks very dejected.
No, wait, this has been a good night of information so far, but we must figure out where this rock is.
How many robes did we grab from the cultists?
I think
5.
Yeah, 5. One for everybody. They won't all fit, but they're all in decent condition except
Okay.
for one that's pretty tattered.
I would like to just run into, like, just stomp into the town,
Sure.
and I yell out into the night, and I say,
Thaumaturgy.
"Thank you."
I don't have Thaumaturge anymore. I had this. What I was gonna say.
Okay, some evil people ruined my night and my gown, and they took your moon rock, and I want it back so I can get my dress in one piece.
Everyone, there's people like holding up like local thieves and stuff, and they like drop them. Every head turns. They're just turning people over trying to find this thing. You see in the group the same dwarves that you talked to before that you were
Yes.
hanging out with earlier. So you see Gilbert and you see Grit, Flintjaw. The two of them are just kind of coming, and he hears you. He marches up to you. Gilbert does.
Yes.
Right, we want it back too. I don't know really what to do at this point. It's not just for the celebration. It's the fact that it powers our entire village for an entire year. We're going to die.
No, we're gonna find it.
Who does the stone stay under watch?
We've never thought about watching it before. Nobody cares except for tonight. And he gestures over. He's like, but somebody replaced it and we never noticed. He looks. He points over, and it's just basically it's a large, now revealed as quartz crystal in its
Right.
place. So it looks very similar, but it's clearly a fake, and no one thought to look closer.
Nitsage. Oh, go ahead.
Yes,
Do you still have that notebook?
I do.
Could you ask the notebook where the stone is?
Yes, of course. So I pull up my a leather little notebook there, and I start writing. What's this? What is the stone called again? The moonstone,
Mooncatch?
right?
Mooncatch.
Mooncatch. Is there a specific name for the particular big one?
Just call it the central stone. We've never really thought to name the thing.
That's fine. Where is the central mooncatch stone? I write in the book.
Oh, excellent. Yes, I missed this book. I love this book. So as you look at inside the book, you see this rectangular sketch start to take place, or rectangular prism shape. And then two little circles are added on either side. You can tell that there's a wagon, like a cart or a wheelbarrow.
And I'm holding it up for everyone to see this.
Yes. And again, another form begins to come in on the paper, and it is a hooded and cloaked figure with both hands on the handles of this cart, surrounded by trees and in a sort of rocky area. And looking around, if you look away from the book, you can see that the main areas that look this rocky are from where you are standing to the east, so near-ish where the catacombs are, but you would assume upon the elevation, not down below where the catacombs are, but that area, that side of this mountain.
That way.
So it's to the east?
Yes.
I believe it's that way.
Let's go.
What's the dwarf's name again? I'm so sorry.
Gilbert Mudminer.
Gilbert, Mr. Gilbert, gather up your men. We're going to go get that stone for you.
Right. Boys! And just pulls out like a little flintlock and boom!
Nice.
And his men just like stop what they're doing. They come out. One of them is rolling, or not rolling, but he's pulling on a little rope, like a little baby version of the cannon that he used against the dragon. But it's maybe this big,
Portable.
cast iron.
Nice.
So yeah, they line up behind you. If you've got a better idea, it'll lead the way.
How far away is this spot?
He looks at the spot. It just looks like over there. I don't know.
Well, let's get moving.
Who has locate object?
I don't think any of us do.
Oh, that's me. I'm sorry.
Who's got locate object? This guy.
Can I try something while he's trying to locate it, just to try to be helpful?
Sure.
Can I go up to the current mooncatch, the false one, and like give it a lick? You know, just to try to like see where if I can tell the region it might have been from,
where the
if Starheart can tell anything, like
Sure.
investigate or something.
Are people historically, minor people? Sure. Actually, yes. Make a history check.
A history? Okay. I'm trying to be sneaky, so I'm trying to do
I
sneaky
don't know if
things.
that's sneaky, but it's something. It's
clever.
I'm trying to.
like
Yeah,
it.
thank you. I want to be helpful.
I'll reward weird behavior. That's my favorite.
Reward.
Oh, what is it? History?
Yeah.
Not 20 plus 1.
Perfect.
I'm gonna freaking look at her like the rock.
So you look down at you're not wearing your bracer, but you like think about your
Wait,
bracer.
no. I took it off?
You
For your
had.
dress. You have a beautiful frilly dress on and no armor of any
No.
kind.
I thought you
I
had
kept it.
Doomeril go check the. I thought you gave it to
Oh,
Doomeril
I gave it to
go
Doomeril.
check-
I gave it to Doomeril to go to the
Catacombs
catacombs.
to
Oh, which we
check.
should go before we leave. Or something. Okay, yeah, anyway,
Stone
anyway.
first. Stone first.
So yeah, you lick this quartz, and it's like that scene in Ratatouille where it's just like whoosh. And you not only can sense where this quartz came from, which makes this very odd that it would be here, because it's from the southeast, but southeast even of Copperforge. This is from the area, you know it as Rimtown, because no one has been inside the country of Quarry before, which is not its true name, but that is what everyone else on Saul calls it. But you know that Rimtown is called such because the city of Quarry is a walled city. No one goes in or out. But Rimtown is where they allow their people to come out, do trade with outside regions, and then again at night they pull everything back inside. And any intruders have never come out. So people can hop the wall and get in, no problem, but they are not seen again. At any rate, you do know that this quartz, it does bloom in the same sort of area where they collect their clay in Quarry, but you have no idea why it would be up this far north. And who would bother?
Now, first things first, we are a bit fatigued from that last fight. I know I am. And Starheart, you don't have...
Chat, sorry.
Yeah, I saw
What?
it. Cactus stir fry says, wait. She licked something and it reminded her of Rimtown.
Oh dear.
You guys are fun.
Cactus Stir Fry wins the night.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
All right, sorry.
Sorry.
Back on track.
Okay. What?
We have that matter, and then the pressing matter of Starheart. You cannot fight if we encounter a situation in that dress. You must change. And then the other thing is that we don't know who this is stolen. Nope, those are the only two things.
Where is my armor?
Wherever
Put
you
it-
put it when you change.
Okay,
We'll say
it's-
in your quarters.
It's in my
yeah,
quarters.
the room
Okay.
where you all were staying. Yeah.
Can I make a quick dash to my quarters?
Yeah, yeah.
I
That happens.
Okay.
You go, you change. Do you change out, or do you just put
No.
your armor on underneath?
I would like to
Over the dress.
take my armor with me in my dress. Wait, I need to get my tiara too. But I
It's
want
at the shop.
Yeah. Well, I want to go to the tailor really quickly.
Well,
Everyone's
it's night.
closed
Oh.
Yes.
because they're all
Remember the
closed for the
party.
festival.
Aurora, we must have a plan of action. We can't just go out toward the creature, being that just stole this very precious stone.
Well, if you can locate the object, perhaps we can do a perimeter sweep and do an ambush.
That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So
Right.
cast locate object. Before I do, Mr. Cave Digger.
Gilbert's fine.
Mr. Gilbert, how close does this quartz crystal look toward the actual moonstone?
Woo!
Ooh, thank you.
Hey,
the
thank you for the
sub.
sub. Isumiwa.
3 months.
3 months. What
Also,
could-
Justin, Susie sent you 1 lifeblood.
Yay! Took her
3
hit point.
months, 3 months, 3 months.
Oh, one.
That's a baby chinchilla.
Aww.
Um,
Can we see if Doomeril has made any contact with anyone in the catacombs with the bracer?
We will check in with Bubo in a moment.
Oh, that's Boobo. Yeah,
But
right,
if
that's right.
I'm casting locate. No, sorry. I want to ask Mr. Gilbert,
Yeah.
how close does this stone look to the real moonstone?
Outside of it being a little less clear, it's a spitting image. They carved it perfectly. It didn't grow this way. Somebody manufactured it in some sense.
That's all I need. So seeing how the real moonstones light up, and seeing the quartz crystal, I'm going to kind of focus on those two images in my head together and cast locate object.
Okay.
1,000 feet.
Sure. So do you kind of like feel it like a ping? Do you see it? How does that
Yes,
work?
like a ping. Yes.
Okay. So your body is like drawn to the east, to the hillside, actually very near the entrance of the catacombs, but just above it. And currently, the very large moon for this solstice is like just behind the peak of this mountain, so it's casting a deep shadow over this side of this like crest. So you know it's somewhere in those shadows, dead ahead. You're not necessarily certain exactly where it is, but it's pulling you in the general direction. It's not too far at this point either. It's about 400 feet away. Bubo gets a Doomeril flies back, and Doomeril communicates with Bubo. Bubo communicates to you. Yeah, looks like a good chunk of your family is inside there. Yeah. Wee.
Do you have horses available to us?
We got mules. We don't really do horses. They're too big.
Mules might be better for climbing.
I think if we just go, it's up in the mountains, right? It's up
yeah.
toward the mountains.
Yeah. So if you're following the main street of the town and you followed it all the way to the end, it would take you straight to the catacombs. So you're basically all you have to do is turn and look, and you can see the entrance to the catacombs, but it's just very shadowy right now.
And
you just know that
the ping is further above.
like
and
above
beyond.
it. So like if this was the door,
He's climbing.
and this is the crest, he's like somewhere up here.
Okay. I'm gonna send Hailstorm that way to go and scout for me
Okay.
to see if he can't get a bird's eye view.
Sure.
And then, Nitsage, how fast does it seem to be moving?
Give me a second. Danny.
Oh yeah.
How fast does it seem to be moving?
Do I feel this ping? Well, it's more of a general direction.
Yeah.
You don't think you
it's
could
not-
feel distance, like it moving further away?
Well, let me think. Let me stand here and just focus. Do I feel anything, Danny? Do I get a sense of?
Yeah, you're still being pulled toward it. Yeah.
Do I get a sense of how far?
Close. I mean, along this inside face. This is not like a full mountain. This is basically, think of it like a 30-foot wall or something. So he's
Right,
somewhere
and then-
along this
and then
point,
do I
buried
get
in
a
bushes and trees.
Do I get a sense that it is moving?
Yes.
And about
And it
how
is moving down toward the catacombs.
And about
Oh.
how fast?
Slowly.
Slowly.
Yeah. And by the sketch, you could tell this person was struggling with moving this thing by himself.
Okay.
Or herself.
This we might have a chance to cut him off, him and
Yes.
her off, if we go now.
Let's make haste.
All right. Gilbert, if he said it's headed
going-
into the catacombs,
going
is there a
down,
way
yes.
to cut it off? Do you know of an entrance that we could cut him off if we go through the catacombs?
There's only the one entrance, so we could either wait by the door or wait inside.
Well, the rest of the people are inside. Maybe they saw someone come in with it.
It's possible.
We should go. We
To
should go right
clarify,
now.
you know he's still outside. He's outside heading down toward the entrance. Right. Okay.
Okay. So we should cut him off and wait at the entrance of the catacombs.
Sure.
Cool.
We can all hide and we'll ambush.
Let's just do it. Whatever we're going to do.
All right.
Just for the record, I put my armor on underneath my dress.
Cool. You can kick your AC back up if you would like.
Did we get health potions in that shop?
No, he said he didn't do potions.
Correct.
That's right. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think
That's correct.
I'm
Enchanter
pretty sure
only.
that's
Yeah, he doesn't do
correct.
potions.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you.
What was my AC normally? 20? I think.
Oh boy, I don't know what your armor is.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was normally.
Do you have it in
Yeah,
your
it should be in your equipment. You can just click it back on and it'll fix your
I had
AC
to
for you.
custom override it.
Okie dokie.
So I'm going to say 20 because I'm 90% sure that's what it
We'll
was.
go to your equipment.
We'll call it 20
Okay.
for now.
Okay.
So yeah, you all head over to the entrance. You take particular positions. You find the opening. Your dress is a beacon. You are lighting the way.
Thank you.
So you see the opening to the catacombs, and like the rest of this town, it's very simple. Even though it's like a stone structure, it has the same sort of like thatch overhang. So like if people wanted to leave flowers at the entrance or something, they can do so out of the rain. But there's no real markings. There's you can see some smoke coming from torchlight. You can see some light in the side. And Dumaril's information back to you is that it is a functioning hospital in there. Basically, you have all these healers in there doing stuff for everyone. But it's further down in the corridor, so
So there's nowhere really to like hide.
not exactly. No, actually, make perception checks for
Okay.
me, please.
Everyone?
Yes.
21 for Aura. 18 for Nitsage.
I should have let you roll for me.
22 for Andre.
Great.
5.
You got a lot of layers right now.
What happened for you? So what happens is you all immediately, and with the help of your light blasting the side of this hill, you see the figure with the wagon just coming down, but he doesn't pay attention to you because it's trying to steady this cart as it moves down the hill towards the entrance. And you can see as the cart kind of bobs up and down that there's a large, package like wrapped up in canvas and that sort of stuff, just working its way down. Do you wait for him to get to the bottom?
Yes.
You don't want to ambush him?
I guess we could.
We know where he's, like, his path that he's heading on. We can kind of come around from behind him as well.
Oh, like split the party and have half go behind him? All right, whoever is nimble can come with me.
I'm tiny.
I'm sneaky.
All right.
Are you?
Yeah, level 1 rogue.
All right,
The dwarves raise their hands kind of almost in unison. We can wait inside the doorway, and you just give us a signal. We'll light the...
sounds good. All right, Nitsage, are you coming with us, or are you and Bubo
What would you
staying
have
down
me
here?
do? I'm almost out of spells. I'm not very useful.
Does he need us?
You've got your cantrips.
That'll work.
You stay in the door with Gilbert. If you feel like you need to retreat back into the catacombs, do that.
Yes, of course.
All right.
Grit, Flintjaw, hands you a pistol.
jeez.
Oh, thank you. Okay. And
I also hand him the brass knuckles off my shoe.
Okay, remember, I can't fight.
You know what? I was trying to do this as like a token of my budding appreciation, but
Okay,
Put
we
it
need
back
to
on my
move.
shoe and I
Bubo, stay
stomp
here with
off.
Nitsage. All right, let's go. And I'll lead him up and around really quickly.
Cart comes down. This is cart person to me. Yeah, and it just the hood and the way the light's hitting, you can't see a face, but it acknowledges your existence, but also ignores it completely and continues to just wheel around and just push in with this great intention.
I'm going to have a dagger drawn, I guess, as we're kind of sneaking up. I want to use thaumaturgy to blow his hood off of his head.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. You see gray but very well kempt hair. It's like freshly cut. You can see the back of glasses on the tops of his ears.
What race is he?
And aged, you can't tell from the back.
Okay. Can we tell like a size?
Pointy ears.
Is he tall or is he small?
Slender, older.
Okay.
But yeah, he's pushing along. And Nitsage, you see his front, but his face is still down, so you can't actually see him outside of the fact that he's older and wearing glasses.
Okay.
I feel like we know this.
But again, he's just full force trying to push this wagon in.
I light up the dagger and I have an Eldritch Blast ready. And I say, "What are you doing?"
The figure stands and turns around, and you see the face of Jarrett Valmir,
I knew
the
it was.
healer. Says, I am saving lives.
Jarrett.
That's the
He's the healer.
From
yeah.
Ralph.
I was
Yeah.
trying to think of the word. It starts with a PH. Flame.
Yeah.
Oh,
From Ralphal.
Huh?
The alchemist.
No.
from Ralphal.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway,
I'll his son.
I'll yell down to the mountain, "Hold your fire!"
You start,
Why didn't you ask for help? Everyone is going crazy looking for this stone.
they don't need the stone as much as I need the stone.
But
The
they're-
soul of your family needs the stone or everybody else.
I mean-
I've been left here with your father to take care of all these people, and no one's helping me.
What's the stone gonna do to help you in here?
Follow me. And he just fucking pushes this thing in.
Well, I'll help him with the cart.
Wait, so you made a deal with the cultists?
No.
He's trying to
The
heal
cultists
people
told
in
you
the
the truth.
catacombs.
They had nothing to do with this
Nothing
crystal.
to do. Starheart, you're so precious.
Is
I'm
the
just confused.
well, lend us a hand. Come on, let's get this thing down this hill.
And I just tried to push it, and I don't really do much, but I try anyway.
Gilbert, now listen, you don't know this man. He is a very, very powerful healer. Sometimes he needs things. I'm sure we'll be able to use the Moonstone in whatever way and then bring it back to the city lickety-split.
Jared just says, I don't think that's actually very possible. We're gonna drain the whole thing.
What?
No. Nope.
Now,
Do you want your cousin to live?
What do you mean?
Follow me.
Okay, I'm hoofing it now. I'm booking it.
Before he goes in, is it still possible to charge it tonight if you use it?
If we work quickly.
Then let's work quickly.
All right. So he barges down this tunnel. You all follow him. The dwarves very reluctantly are putting their pistols down, but they're pissed.
Right.
So they're marching, they're following. As you go down the corridor, there are various torches, just kind of like, some are just dropped on the floor just so they can burn for light. Some makeshift sconces have been hammered in. There's generally not a lot of light in here. When you go into the main body of these catacombs, it widens out where there's just a bunch of slabs and tombs. That's, what am I thinking of? Not sarcophagus, a fucking tomb. What is it?
Mausoleum?
Yeah, but like the actual thing.
Coffin?
Yeah, but like stone coffin. There's a word. I can't think of
Stone
it.
coffin?
Anywho, yes, that. But everywhere on those things, word escapes me at the moment. The general good.
Hey, a raid.
Thank you for the raid, everybody. Welcome.
Hi, welcome.
Yay. Story is happening. Welcome to Sahlen's Legacy. We're an interactive D&D game. So you can feel free to drop in enemies and do all kinds of fun shit. We are currently in a catacombs with a bunch of our friends. But yay. Hi. Welcome. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So again, you go down here, the space opens wide up, and on top of all of these
Stone
these
slabs.
stone slabs, on top of these stone slabs that carry bodies, I'm having trouble. There are the sick, the injured,
Right.
like the wrecked, from the Copperforge onslaught. There
Casket?
are casket. Thank
Hey.
you.
Is
Yes.
that what you're looking for?
Sure, I'll take it. Sounds better than what I was thinking of. Yeah, so on top of all these caskets, basically, on top of all these dead people are a bunch of dying people. And
Sounds
there
about right.
you see your father, Elder Cabe, who's huddled over a mass of gnomes, and he is, he's rocking, he's praying, and he's waving his hand. You can see cuts and gashes and things in, but you see the majority of the people that are in this catacombs are missing limbs. And you remember Jarrett had
Right.
Yes.
he needed that silver, that liquid silver, in order to create new limbs for people. And he has all this apparatus. You find just flocks of his homunculi, like bats, are just all over this place, just putting stuff together, plugging things into people, pulling things out of people, threading, stitching, bolting, all this stuff.
Are there new dead bodies in this cavern right now?
There are some who have not made it, yes. They've been shifted off to the far side and draped with canvas and stuff like that, so that the dying don't have to look at them. But there hasn't been enough time to wheel anybody out.
Danny, DM
Yes.
question for you. When I found out about my resurrection power from the $50 thing, what did I find out about how to control it?
So you found out that there is always a slim chance
Oh,
that you
yes.
will fail at bringing someone back.
A slim chance.
A slim chance. However, the more exhausted you are, or the more injured you are, the more likely it is for you to fail. Because you need to be in good physical standing in order to channel this horrific power, basically.
Jared, do you think this is going to last a long time here? How long are we going to be down here doing this?
It's going to last as long as it lasts, my friend. I'm going to do everything I can to save all of these people, and you are either going to help me or get out of my way.
I'm going to do one better. I'm going to go sit down and rest.
Oh, Justin.
Do what you like.
Danny,
Yes.
really quick, because I think it might help you because it's bothering me now. Coffer or sarcophagus? Were either one of those what you were
No,
looking for?
sarcophagus I went through already. A coffer
Coffer?
is...
That's usually
No,
So
that's like
casket. What was the first
taking money.
thing we said? Funeral box?
It's all good. I don't care anymore. Thank you.
Bothering me. I want to know.
Moving right along.
Doobadoo. Yeah, so Jarrett, you see like the homunculi are taking all these brass fixtures and tubes and stuff, and there's essentially a slot for this crystal already. It's like, I set up shop here because I knew about this stupid festival and the waste of this brilliant gem. I'll give it back to them next year. And he just lugs it out and he starts dragging it on the ground to get it up to where it needs to be. The homunculi all kind of like gather up underneath it and start lifting it into place. It's glowing extraordinarily brilliantly. So he explains that he took it up to the top of the hill so that he could charge it without anybody seeing it, and he brought it back down while covered so that no one would see that he took it.
I want to ask him a question.
Okay.
So you made a switcheroony?
Yes.
So what you doing down there in Rimtown, buddy old pal?
What?
It's where the fake gem is from.
Yes,
Oh my
yes,
god.
But I haven't said anything. I just know the thing.
Hold on. Everybody, calm down.
I said Rim Town.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I didn't name it.
I am from there, if you forgot.
Oh yeah. So how'd you get out?
I can come and go as I please,
It's only from
Oh,
inside.
you
but
just
they
doors.
didn't
can't
like the
get-
work that I was doing. So I chose to leave.
Okay.
People
Are
of
you
Gala
from
are
the-
backwards.
Are you from the most point of Rimtown, or would you say the outer part of?
Yes, you went Rim?
I used to work inside the palace.
How did it smell inside?
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, Justin!
Did it smell like fragrances of Gundam?
Yeah. Aren't you napping? Get out of here.
So yeah, he starts charging things up, and you see,
What can I do?
help your father.
Very well.
So you said they'd get the gem back next year, so this moon catch will still be usable.
Oh,
for
absolutely. Just once it's drained, it won't be charged again until next year. The smaller ones you can charge with any old moon. The larger they are, the bigger the moon necessary.
people. I see.
Where's my family, please?
He flutters his hand behind his head.
Somewhere over there.
Cousins that way.
What if we just fill the jar, like the basin, with as much moon catch as it'll take?
We could absolutely do that.
But
think
how
there
do
might be
we
enough
know
of
that
time.
we'll have? Isn't that one special?
It's
a big
bigger,
special one. Yeah, because it's
but
special.
but maybe enough of them, of the smaller ones together.
I feel like they would have done that before because it seems like the
But they
smart
never had
idea.
to.
Never had to. They had the big one.
Okay. Hey, Mr. Mud Skipper.
Mud miner.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Mud Miner.
Right.
I apologize for getting your name wrong.
That's fine. What do you want?
Well, my friends and I wanted to know, have you tried using a ton of smaller moon catch instead of one big moon catch? And if not, that's totally fine because I told them that you probably would have done that before because it makes sense to use one big one and not a ton of little ones because if you use a ton of little ones, it's like, well,
Right.
obviously you would
Okay.
have tried.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Yes, we have tried that.
They've tried that.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
This is the only one of this size that we've ever found that's
It's
been
the
able to.
only one of this size that they've ever found.
We're right
we
here.
can hear him.
Oh,
Now listen.
You're napping.
Am I napping? Am I napping?
I don't know.
What you said you were doing.
I'm resting. I'm doing a short rest.
Okay.
So I'm awake. I'm just sitting down peacefully.
Ah.
Now, listen, Garrett. would you be able to use many smaller ones than one big one?
Let me ask you something, wizard. Do I look like someone who doesn't do his research?
Listen, I'm just dotting the T's and crossing the I's, okay?
And I am trying to save lives.
And we all know you do a very good job. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to look out for both parties in this.
He holds up another hand, and you just hear him mutter the words, "Hold them down!" And the homunculi descend from the ceiling and all the other things that they were working with and are like the way nurses hold down patients when they're about to like hack at something or whatever. All the little homunculi, it's like they've got their knees under the table and their arms pulling shoulders and arms and stuff down. And the patients all start writhing and screaming.
Wait, they're holding all the patients?
All the patients down. So again, this is basically the
What's
ward
happening?
for missing limbs. And so everyone's linked up to these apparati, and you're starting to recognize the last time you busted into his lab, it's a lot of similar setup of things. And you can see through these pipes that same liquid silver that you procured for him are now like leading through tubes into people from like the top of this thing. And he has this giant book that he had with him before. That you got to glance at before, but didn't really get to look at. And he starts just like flipping through it. He starts like just muttering things, and he's like adding stuff, burning things. Like he's getting to work.
I would like to cast command
Okay.
at Jarrett.
No.
No?
No.
You can do what you want.
I mean, okay.
He's gonna ruin everyone in this town
Not
by draining that thing. And we're also gonna piss everybody off.
He said
you
if he
also
worked.
are aware that he's currently actively trying to save your cousin
Yeah.
and everyone else in this room who is injured.
Yeah, but then what if the dwarves kill us or something?
Hard choices.
Maybe we can find another way to help them.
And he said if he worked fast enough, he might be able to recharge the stone still.
Yeah, I didn't think that was too...
Yes, and we're stalling him now, so just let him work. Gilbert,
Yep.
would you rather have him save these people than continue powering your city? I believe the dwarves. I just saw you in a tent for days.
Right, it took us months to find everything there, and all that we found were the little bitty ones. A stone like that only comes around once or twice in a lifetime. However, I'm not happy about this, but they are in a more immediate danger than us. We're healthy. We live long. We can travel north to the Steam Fangs.
And there you are.
We-
There's your answer, Starheart.
We can survive. The town will die. We will live.
Yep,
Starheart. That just gave me an idea.
You just gave me.
At this point, I'm assuming the thing is just happening, right? The silver and
Yes. So were you approaching your cousin? Because he waved you over to where Clack was. Did you make it over?
I want to talk to Aura really fast, and then I will.
Okay.
Sorry, is that okay?
Well, yeah.
We both just had a recognition at the same time.
The moon is coming up. Get outside. Take Gilbert with you.
Wait, what? That was not what I was thinking.
What were you thinking?
Something different.
I was thinking maybe your special stone might be able to help this town.
Oh, I was also thinking about the SALYTITEs. The people from the. Okay.
Sahlen. Got it.
I go outside with Gilbert. Wait, what do I do? I'm outside with Gilbert.
You're outside with Gilbert.
Okay.
We'll focus on what's inside. Okay. So what you don't see, because you are outside, but what
Okay.
the rest of you do see, is the silver starts to spurt out of the limbs themselves, and you can see this just glowing purple light coming from Jarrett as he continues to read these incantations, burn these things, and like push all this power out of the crystal. Because on its own, like the idea is you would chip off a piece and then, embed it into something, and that would be the power. But he's actually draining this aggressively. And he's using this crystal to, basically, it's like you see the silver, like, running out of capillaries and veins and all that stuff, and then taking form of the unfinished portions of their limbs. So now we have, like, shins and stuff. So on Clack, you see her cousin on the table screaming. This is horrifically painful to them. but it does, basically all of them are now growing these new limbs, arms, legs, what have you. So Clack's legs are now there. You see Fizz Binkle is in the mix as well. His shattered legs had since been removed to make room for these new legs.
Wow.
So Fizz is just crying and screaming. His beard is just soggy. But yeah, so this is like the dark part. And you can see that this is the first time you've seen Jarrett really do anything, and he looks terrifying. Again, this purple light glowing off of him. His eyes are solid violet as well, and he's just, speaking in a tongue none of you have ever heard before.
No.
I can't. No,
So, is it even possible to recognize what he's talking about?
It seems to just be a language. He's reading almost directly from the pages of this book.
Right. Okay.
But you assume it's the language of his people because nothing is known about the Gala.
Gotcha. Okay.
And after 10 minutes or so, everything calms down. You see the homunculi release their grips, and the patients seem to be in less pain. Even the homunculi start to kind of like caress people and like fluff their pillows and like tuck them in and stuff, make sure they're okay. They're bringing little bowls of soup and stuff and you see Jarrett just collapse to the floor.
I go over to him. Is he just kind of...
He's exhausted. He's awake, but he just can't stand anymore. And as he sees you approaching, he closes the book and puts his other arm over it.
I'm not here to learn your secrets. I'm here to help.
Okay. We'll go outside to you, friends.
I'm 90% sure I know what you're talking.
Okay.
Tell me. Just really quick. I think it was charge my star heart.
Yeah, try that.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay, cool,
See
cool,
if
cool.
it'll work.
Hey, Mr. Mudminer, sir.
Hey?
So, where would I go to charge? You know, like, if I was that way?
He just points at the moon. And he it's moonlight. You just need moonlight.
But, like, where's the best ray of moonlight?
He looks at you just baffled.
Okay, I have an idea, and if it works, then hopefully it'll be good. So, just hang tight.
And I face the moon.
Uh-huh.
And I take out my star heart
Uh-huh.
and I put it up at the moon.
Uh-huh. You see a beautiful moon on the other side of your star heart gem.
No.
Really? What if I close my eyes and... What?
I would like
so
to...
precious.
I would say, so for like our, for instance... not
It
to
won't
bring
charge it?
No.
No.
Will
So again,
just a
for
fucking
these
moon.
interaction things, stuff like this is where she could spend a coin and say, absolutely yes, this is what happens. So that's what those turn the tide tokens are for.
I want a tide token.
But yeah. And again, every dollar, cent, cheer, what have you that goes into this backs every show that we do, not just this one, and the entire station as a whole. It helps us keep the lights on, pay the rent, and all that stuff. I do like to keep reminding you because, holy crap, November has been slow. But that's okay.
Also, thank you all for
yes,
watching.
and thank you.
Yeah,
it's not
thank
a...
you.
Yeah.
We know it's November. It's getting close to the holidays, and money's tight.
We get it. We
It's
get
all good. I love that you're here.
it. Samesies.
Can I try it anyway?
You did. You did. It didn't work.
I'm really pumped about this. Okay.
Sorry, bud.
I look up at Mudminer.
Well, that. Well,
No.
He leans into you and he's got this kind of like grandfatherly twinkle in his eye and takes your chin. He's like, "That's a lovely dress." And he casts mending.
Oh.
He's like your little fairy godmother, and your dress just repairs itself.
I'm legit about to tear up.
Oh my gosh.
It's adorable.
Can
He's
I
like,
hug him, please?
Sure.
I I just like, where do I come up on his stature? Like around the middle?
He's slightly
Like,
taller than you. I mean, he's a dwarf, you're a gnome, so he's only a little bit
Okay.
taller than you. So yeah, you're like here maybe.
Mr. Lord Baron Mudminer, sir,
Gilbert's fine.
Miss. Oh, may I hug you, please?
All right. Well, it's fine.
Would you mind swaying side to side,
We haven't saved the party just yet, but save me a dance. And he puts your hands back and he goes back inside.
and I just go inside crying. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy right now.
So you go into
Whoa!
What was that?
Token for Starheart
Hey!
from Just Bucket Toast.
Thank you for that, Just
Bucket
Bucket Toast. So, you can reach into that bag.
Cute.
So now we have physical tokens to actually track these now. So this token you can use. So that idea you just had, that wonderful idea you just had, you can now cash that in and make it work. You can also use it for anything within the next half hour. You can use it for whatever you like to make some picture. Basically, it's essentially DM powers without breaking the story. You can make a situation twist in your favor.
Okay. I think I should charge it. I mean, I have a
Well,
half hour.
but what happens with your necklace? Are you gonna give it up?
Oh, I didn't think that far.
We still have the other stone. We can charge that still.
Yeah, get creative. This is the time to make your thought literally happen. There's nothing I can do about it. Oh, I might have to police you, but depending on what you say. But yeah.
Oh no, then they would have to take my.
Get
Do it anyway.
creative.
Okay.
If you're painting yourself into a corner, this token exists so you don't have to paint yourself into a corner.
No, but I want. Okay. So I
if
am
I
going
may,
to.
Morning,
before
Bucel.
before you do anything,
Yes.
what quartz crystal does is it amplifies energy. What if we drilled a couple of holes in the quartz crystal and put very powerful but small moonstones in the quartz crystal?
Yeah.
Wait, you said it amplifies?
It amplifies energy.
It does. That's kind of what gems and things do that I've read in more of a spiritual sense, somewhat. Different gems and crystals have different sorts of energy and powers. You might be able to try that out.
Or what if we bring the moonstone back out? I believe Jared is done with it, and we somehow capture the moon rays in the quartz to charge the moonstone.
We can certainly try anything.
Yeah,
Let's-
you go back inside. The crystal is available to you at this point. It's just completely dim.
But that doesn't need to be the turn the tide, right? Or does it
Can
need to
be.
the tide?
Whatever
You
you
are the
want.
coin holder.
You will make it happen. Whatever it is. And again, this is up to you. If you wanted to, you could make a pet come. You could make literally
I have
whatever.
always wanted a homunculus, but I won't do that right now.
Right.
Okay, so it's if we get a couple super charged up moon catches and put them into the giant quartz. That's what you're saying?
That's what Nitsage is saying.
Okay, so my
That was my suggestion, but other suggestions are very much welcome.
Okay,
They all
so-
can be things that could work
my
or will work.
kind of idea still stands. Okay, so I
Yeah.
go outside
Yeah.
And I would like to just grab as many little moonstones as I can, and go to the beamiest ray of moon that I can find. And I take my amulet out, and then I set I set a couple down, like they kind of tumble out of my hands. And then I look at my dress, and I'm just kind of pat my feet, stomp, stomp. Like, okay, moon. Starheart moon power. And then I just do this.
And
Oh,
Oh, I choose what happens?
Yes, that's the point of the token. Yes.
I keep waiting for you to tell me.
No, literally, you are in charge right now. So tell me what
I
happens.
feel so powerful.
Good, you should, but also be brief.
Okay, I get like juiced up with moon juice.
Great.
Like I'm just this
You
magical glowing beacon
sure
of
you
moon.
absorbed the moon, like your dress and everything, like you're now a conduit or something. Yes, is this what we're saying? I don't want to plan it in your head. I need you to tell me.
Okay, I just wanted to like take all of the whatever charge normally went into the stone. I want all of that to go into my dress and the stones that I'm carrying.
Okay. Sure.
Keep going.
And then,
Oh.
what is the end result? What are you doing?
That was
So you are currently just glowing?
no, and then I go back in and I everyone looks at me because I look like a, shiny silver goddess. And then
Starhawk, what are you doing in here?
wait, where's I'm so confused.
You're not the only one, kid.
What are you trying to accomplish?
What are
right
you
now?
trying to accomplish? What is your end goal? What are you trying to do?
I want to look like a princess,
Oh,
and then I
God.
also no, and then I also want to be able to save the day by putting the glowy gems into the big one,
Into the big one. Okay.
which is why I took many, so I could like take them off my dress if I needed to.
Okay.
Do
So
they
you're taking
fuse
them back
into one?
inside to recharge the big one, is what you're saying.
Yeah, is the big one inside or is
Yes.
the big one outside?
It's inside.
I
Unless
go-
you took it outside.
No, I go to where the big one is.
Okay. And then you boop.
Yeah, I boop.
All right.
Perfect.
I multiple boops.
You completely recharge the Starheart gem. Holy hell. Okay.
I want to say I didn't completely understand how.
I noticed.
Starhawk.
Oh, I noticed.
Excuse me. Starhawk, why
I don't
don't
know
you
if anyone else
just
caught it, but I'm pretty sure I picked up on it.
Starheart, why didn't you just take the moonstone outside?
Better. This is a very Starheart solution.
I thought it was quartz. You can't. It's not the
The
same.
fake one outside is quartz. The real one is inside but depleted. He was saying you could have taken that one out, used your token to charge it, even though it wasn't supposed to work. You could have made it work.
But you did. You did.
It all worked out.
You just
You
took
did
a
it.
few left turns. You made it though. You're there.
It's like going through a maze. You always take left turns until you're out, and you're good. You're
You
out.
made it.
You made
did
it.
Correct. Susie, she did try that and nothing happened. You are right. But what the token that was gifted to her allows her to do is basically make whatever she wants to happen. It's a brief moment of where she gets to kind of be the dungeon master, the storyteller in that moment, and fix what happens or change what happens or make it
Susie,
basically what she
Susie,
says.
welcome to Starheart.
And yeah, Susie's like she did it her own way. Yes, she did.
I don't know
Yes.
if like
Yes, she did.
I'm broken.
You see Jarrett
or
from
if
the floor just
Starheart
like-
is, broke me.
But yeah, it is charged up, and you see the homunculi flip out. They jump off of the beds, one of them dumps hot soup on one of the patients as
jeez.
it gets up, just to unhook everything.
Oh, shit.
So they don't overload the
that's
patients.
bad.
Oh, okay.
But
Get
yeah,
the moon catch
Chris-
outside. All hands on deck. Let's move.
Yeah, the dwarves, everybody, they're just like, "Ah, wait, not gonna." And they're overjoyed. They're super happy. They plunge it into the center of the town, and it does what they said would happen. The second it hits where it is nestled, the stones that hold it upright, all a ring around them begins to glow. And this dingy, dusty town, the very floor of it is made of mooncatch ore, and the whole thing's it's built into the walls of every house. It's inside the side of this mountain and everything. The entire place is glowing this beautiful, pure white. And on top of it, Starheart is kind of twirling now in her little dress. The musicians start to pick up again. Everybody starts dancing and having a good time, while Jarrett is finally regaining himself. Elder Cabe steps to you.
Oh, fuck.
Simba.
You've done good here today, my son.
Thanks, Dad.
You need to renounce your ways.
You and I both know that's not going to happen.
I know. I was hoping to give this to you the ceremony you were supposed to be at when you were a boy. But I can't change your mind. But I can help you. And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out just basically a little small stone carved. It's a scrying eye your father gave me. Use it well, use it wisely. Maybe you can see a better truth. He steps away from you and he just walks back to the corn and starts helping
Father.
people, spoon feeding them.
Thank you.
He doesn't turn back around.
I head out.
Yep. Head
Where's
out.
Jarrett?
Jared's still recovering on the floor. His homunculi are kind of like scooting him across the room. They're also bringing him some soup and stuff, but he's fine. He's just beat. But he is like death clutching that book. So he's not sleeping, but he's just like making sure nobody's coming near him. But he's resting. And Nitzig, are you still hanging out, or are you coming outside to?
I walk over to Jared.
Mm-hmm.
Very well done, as always.
Thank you.
Have the bodies that have passed on been preserved well enough?
I haven't had the chance, no.
How long have they been gone for?
Some hours, some days. Hard to say. Once they're gone, they're gone.
That's what you think. I'll see you in the morning.
Okay.
And I leave.
You like hold his book a little tighter as you go. You've never seen like this moment of what the fuck on Jarrett's face before. He's like,
What was it that Nitzig said? I didn't hear.
That's right.
See.
Huh?
I don't think we were there.
Oh, well, I mean, that works.
So you all go outside again. The bands have all struck up again. The artist who had painted his masterpiece is back outside, but he's just doing circles.
Oh,
He's just relearning from scratch.
broken.
He's super broken. But yeah, everything is brilliant. Like, it's just gorgeous. Other people have similar like dresses and hats and you know, just outerwear that is adorned with mooncatch, much like Starheart, but Starheart's is glowing.
I was going to
brightest.
say, is mine the best?
Yes, it is
Thank
the
you.
best because it's literally the most expensive and ridiculous dress in this entire town. And you see Gilbert standing out there, and Nitzig, you also see Starheart out there. But yeah, Gilbert's not exactly dancing, but you see that he's got a lot of relief on his face, and he's smiling to see his people happy and everything. This is the only thing they have to look forward to in this small mining community. It's just
I'm
like this.
gonna go over to Gilbert real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for. Thank you so much.
Well, you're very welcome. Thank you. You and your friends just literally saved my town. I never thought I'd have to say something like that.
This is a weird question. Does alcohol really work to like loosen you up?
Oh, boy. He just slings an arm around you, which is a feat considering how fucking short he is. He like jumps up, hooks his arm around the back of your neck, pulls you down, and just starts dragging you to one of the carts. He's like, "This man drinks for free!" And just like tap kegs, they're just swinging them to you.
So I like reluctantly like take one and just try and like hold my nose sort of thing, you know, and try and like chug it and probably
He
I just
holds the bottom of the mug up and just dumps it down your gullet. And all the other dwarves who traveled with you, they're like, drink, 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 drink.
How much
How do you
time would you
feel?
say? How do I feel? Roll for Constitution for me.
All right. Let's see.
Roll badly.
No, I know. I'm like, please roll badly.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh, it's a natural one.
Where am I at right now?
Like, you're gone.
I'm gone. stumble over to Starheart.
All right. Yeah, you're drunk. Like, you're not falling over, but yeah, you're trashed way faster than you should be. And all the doors are like, ha, 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 like elbowing each other. And Gilbert sees who you're going towards. He's like,
Oh. Wait,
What-
how old is Gilbert?
What is
He's
what
like
is
8 years
Starheart
old.
doing at this point in time? What are you doing at this point in time?
Sorry, what? Huh?
What is Starheart doing at this point in time?
I am basking in the glory of the town that she just saved, and I'm having a pint.
Nope.
And I'm just lightly swaying.
right. There is a town punch bowl off to the side somewhere. It's very prom-like, this mining town.
Freaking 16 candles. All right.
Right.
16 moonstones. Starheart. Excuse me.
Oh, you're knackered.
I most certainly am. I am not.
You just hear on the
now.
wind, sorry!
Listen, I came here on this eve of the night and of the day, and I wanted to request a frolic? No, that's not it. A partnership of two people. Nope, that's going even worse.
I just stared dumbfounded.
I'm at this point. I'm walking through the town and I hear this, and I just walk by. I cast guidance on him and just keep walking.
What is
The
that?
dwarves are all just eating roasted nuts. It's all-
What does guidance do?
I think it gives you a D4 on ability checks.
I think
It's,
I have
you
it
touch
too.
one willing creature, you bestow 1d4 and add the number to any ability check you do.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's
use
just
it as
basically
your,
like for flavor.
You're trying to
just
help
like
me out. You're
you'll
trying to help
need
me out.
this.
Yeah. A dance. I wanted to know if you wanted to dance with me.
Question. How
Yes.
how sloshed is Starheart at this point too?
Constitution.
I just figured might as well. She probably had a little
Save and
bit. She just
throw.
saved the
You
day.
also have a higher tolerance, I would imagine.
Oh. Well,
Well.
do I get any? Okay.
Constitution. Just at the top.
Yeah. 5.
Oh,
Oh, you're both just happy drunks.
this is great.
Lord.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, wait a second.
Hope I cast
So-
guidance on the right person.
So you want to dance with this me?
I don't, but I thought I'd better do it anyway.
You don't?
But I thought I'd better do it anyway. That's what I said the first time I said it.
Okay, I'm going to extend my hand as ladylike as I possibly can. And I'm going to say,
You may take this hand of mine outstretched from my body if you truly wish to dance with me.
Nitsage sees two hands and goes for both of them with both his hands while he's like kind of rocking back and forth.
You two see the artist has just been inspired again.
Oh!
He pulls out his paints and he's just painting this scene as it happens. And cackling.
Oh jeez. I'm gonna see poor Nitsage just trying and not doing so great. So I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and kind of put the mage. I'm gonna try and do 2 Mage Hands because it's a cantrip and put them under his hands and try and guide him with the Mage Hands to dance with her.
So I'm taking both. I'm taking one of her hand and both of mine right now.
Okay.
wait, question. What is the height difference?
You're very small. You're like at his belt.
You're looking up to me. Your hand is raised to me, and my hand's down to you.
Okay, yeah, I figure, like, I didn't know if I had to be, like, picked up or how that worked.
I mean,
No, because you're halfling, right?
I'm a gnome.
gnome.
Sorry, it's even smaller.
Yeah, I wrote down how tall I am.
You're like what,
3 or
3
4
foot
feet
something?
tall.
Oh, I'm, what is that? I'm 33 inches.
3 apples high. No, I don't
You're 33 inches? This just got weird fast. I forgot how small you are. Goodness.
So I'm like 3 feet,
Yeah.
about.
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
less
okay.
than.
Yeah, less
About?
than 3 feet. I'm 5'5". So I grabbed your little tiny hand.
Okay.
And I kind of like a young, like a teenager with a young child. I take your other hand and try and like sway back and forth.
It's adorable. Y'all are just wobbling
What are
together.
you thinking?
I'm just gonna walk over and take out the hat of disguise, put it on Starheart, and say, "Think tall thoughts, darling."
Really tall. I'm really tall.
Oh my gosh, what's happening?
She can only grow like a foot taller, so it's
Okay. So, a
So
little
I'm
bit
like
worse.
4 feet.
So now she's like Valerie Maison height, right?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I kind of just, I don't like this. It's not because I don't like this. It's because I was always forced to have to learn it. So you just have to forgive me when I say I don't want to, because it was just always a thing that I never wanted to do, but always had to do, and I just you look very nice.
You hear shuffling coming from behind you, Andre, and you see your father just kind of sidles up, not too close to you, because you two still have your issues or whatever, but he just sees the scene that's happening. Kids. And you two are both terrifyingly sober.
That's cruel.
We're sober?
Yes. Just with a wave of a hand, Elder Cabe has cured you of your drunkenness.
So I do a little bit of like a Scooby-Doo shake.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so,
throw up
what-
immediately.
Whoa, okay.
Just
Where?
Right when I feel it, it's just like.
No. Where do you throw up?
Right, so like right in front. Is it like a pure like immediately healed, or do I feel any of the like? Is
Oh,
it like the
good
purge
God.
kind of healed?
No, it's just you are no longer drunk. Like,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
not like
so I don't-
aggressively. He was trying to help you, not fuck you.
Okay.
In his mind, you being drunk was a bad idea. So he's just like, oh, I'll help
okay.
this poor boy.
Well, here we are. Oh, here you are. When did
Wait,
you get
did you-
tall?
Did he throw up?
No.
No, I
Okay,
didn't.
good.
When did you get tall?
I've always been tall. Excuse me. I'm like almost 3 feet.
No. You're almost leaving now.
Hey! Thanks
Oh,
for the
wow.
Scabby Rooster!
Hey, what's
Everyone, go check
that?
out Scabby Rooster. They're fabulous. They do lots of they do art stuff. They do tabletop RPGs. They do all kinds of awesome stuff. And then this weekend, they're coming over here to help us build what is behind me right now.
Yeah.
The green pop position against a plain wall, but soon it will be our tavern stuff.
Yeah.
And they have masterminded, and it's going to be awesome. So
Nice.
very excited. So again, thank you guys. And also, yeah, check out their stuff. It's super good.
Super cool.
Yay. Minnie's painting.
No, now you're almost 4 feet tall.
Thank you for this.
Huh? What?
Thanks for the sub.
Thank you for the sub.
Thank you for the sub.
That was very sober.
Thank you. for the
Starheart,
sub.
you are usually, yes, almost 3 feet tall. Now you're almost 4 feet tall.
Oh, one moment, please.
No, do your thing.
We'll do both.
10 minutes.
Are there no
There's
animals?
no time. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up.
Well, I had to convert everything. Everything was in days, so I had to
Let me
convert it
do
to
that.
months.
You guys do your thing.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
What's happening right now?
Okay.
Too much.
So, okay. Rewind, because my height is the least of my worries. Quirrell the First.
Thank you for following at the Squirrel, Sauron Cosplay, and Soft Llama. Oh, Soft Llama.
Soft llama.
Don't think
Okay,
I have an animal
so,
that's
so,
10.
one.
Stay with
You
this.
said, excuse me, one. You said I looked very nice in my dress, which I appreciate. Thank you. Two, you said you didn't want to actually dance with me, which I do not appreciate. Thank you very much. I only like to be danced if I want to be danced with because I've been waiting for this moment my whole life.
The dwarves who've been eating the roasted nuts are just like,
Did you hear the rest of what I was saying? I was forced to have to learn dancing and things, and I never was good at it. And my father always used to be very hard on me for not being able to learn to dance. So I didn't want to embarrass myself or you or him again. So that's why I never wanted to dance, and I didn't want to dance. But after tonight, I just wanted to extend my olive branch and let you know that I did want to dance with you. Does that make sense?
Kinda. Yeah. Well, okay.
And I'm just gonna grab him from. Am I still taller?
yeah.
I still have your hand. I still have your hands in my hands.
Okay. I'm going to like bloop bloop.
I can't.
And I'm going to lead as best I can.
Performance
And
check.
I've never danced, but okay.
But then we also have
guidance?
mage hand helping me.
Oh, me.
Oh yeah, helping you. What am I doing? Performance check.
Yes.
Cast guidance on the wrong person.
16.
Yay. Us two magical girl fab. Sorry, what?
16.
16. You do fine. Yeah, your enthusiasm and all of your like mental preparation for this moment over your life has led to you being an excellent leader in this ballroom style while they're still playing very folk music like off to the side.
I'm still very nervous, but I've relaxed a little bit. And the embarrassment on my face still there, but with a little more warmth.
As you two
Stop.
dance. Oh, sorry.
No, please go ahead. Okay. Starheart, I want you to know that I appreciate you very much. And I think we all make a great team, and I never want to see that lost.
And
And you still are the most wonderful looking figure in this village.
well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for dancing with me, Nitsich.
Finally! I've been waiting for my turn for about 10 minutes.
I was gonna say I appreciate him too, but okay, I pretend I said that. I said that very quickly.
He's interrupting you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Well, we've been interrupted. There's an interruption.
go away.
You see, Gilbert, he had like, in the few minutes that he had been outside to celebrate and set things up and stuff like that, he had found himself a little mooncatch brooch. There's like a little flower on his lapel. He had brushed out his beard poorly, but he tried. He's got like his mustache has been waxed up a little bit. He's like, great. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Enjoy.
wait, no, sorry.
And he
what
just
happened?
stomps off.
Wait, no.
No, go back. I'm sorry, I misheard. What happened?
Gilbert was trying to cut in and you shut him down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was making fun of me.
I'll go catch up to him and I'll be like, I could use a dance
no.
partner.
Wait, Well, sorry, I didn't know that Danny. I didn't hear
Oh,
exactly
yeah.
what Danny was saying from Gilbert. I thought he was making fun of me.
No. He was
Well,
just like, he saw that your dance and like your conversation was finally over, so he was like, finally, it's my turn.
No, yeah, because
Oh,
he
okay.
said earlier that he would do a dance with me.
Can we start over? Can we start from there again? I'm so sorry.
Fine.
I know. I'm
Fine.
sorry.
Yeah, so he comes in.
By all means, thank you. And I look at Starheart just a little longer while releasing her hands.
Raising my hand, releasing. Okay.
Releasing her hands. And then I give Gilbert her hands.
He he does the same like arm hook thing again. He jumps up, brings you down. He's like, "You did good, lad." And he gives you like a big old kiss on the cheek. And rustles your hair and shoves you off. He's like, "Boys, he's sober. Fix it." And they like gather around you, pull you back to the barrels.
Do I see Aura and Andre looking at me or us? I just both look at them and go, thanks, I guess.
The artist, he walks up to you with this now completed piece of you and Starheart dancing together. And it's pretty interesting because it starts with kind of like ghosts of your figures when you're still kind of wobbly and stuff, but the imagery solidifies on the right side of the portrait.
That's pretty
where
cute.
the two of you have kind of like sobered up, and it's like that sweet moment is what he finally captured.
Aw.
That's bitchin'. This
Unless-
is actually very nice. No, please. Here's she'll enjoy this very much. So, here's a couple of gold.
Thank you, sir. Happy Moon Catch Festival. Puts it in his pocket, tips his little hat, bundles up all his shit, and goes away. But yeah, Gilbert's, he's like trying good posture, but he's a minor, so he's like kind of crooked. He's got like little knobby, gnarly like grandpa hands and stuff. But he takes it, grabs you for the dance. I'm sorry for all the twists and turns, but I hope you really enjoyed our little town here. You managed to save it. Your friend down there managed to almost completely destroy it. I'll be kicking him out of town tomorrow. But I do appreciate what he's done for all those folks, but it's time for him to get a move on and leave us alone. They could stay the night, of course, and I'll make sure they're fed and everything. Yeah, so he tries to dance. He sucks.
Oh, buddy.
But
kinda like-
is it endearing?
Yeah, totally. Like, he's having the best time. No one's ever told him he's bad because he's just so, like...
He's so sweet.
He's
He's
just
just
cuddly. So, yeah, he kind of, like, steps on your toes every couple of steps or something. He's, like, super, like... He doesn't know how to lead or, like, guide with his body. So he's just, like, kind of jerking you around and stuff. But then, like, when he finally releases you, he almost looks gallant again and kind of, like, bows and twists his mustache and then just marches off.
I would like to say thank you and give him a kiss on the cheek.
He blushes in what little skin that isn't covered in hair. He just kind of glows
Is
a bit.
it red hair? That's
Uh,
what I'm picturing.
No, he's got... Shoot. No, he's got, like, brown or black. I
Brown-
think.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I had descriptions for all of them.
Dusky figure.
He looks kind of like... In my head, he looks a little Torbjorny, but
Okay.
but instead of red, very dark. Um,
Okay, I got it.
But yeah, so he... but before he goes, he kind of... He just, does one of these.
Oh.
Right, when you get to the steam fangs, you're gonna need this. And he pulls out a little small hexagonal key carved out of a stone that you're unaware of, and he just kind of passes it off to you. It's got this sort of red marbling through it, and it's solid green otherwise. Wah!
25.
Oh, man. Oh
Yes!
my god!
Just Bucket Toast. Is it time? I think it's time. I would like to remind people that Just Bucket Toast, I think this was 2 weeks ago now, he dropped on not this night, but he did a drop for characters conditionally to arrive when certain things happen. And this is, I believe, that night. So you hear... Aye!
Oh my god! I'm freaking out right now.
Oh, shit.
Wait, so really quick, do I keep the key?
Yes, I imagine, unless you throw it on the floor.
Okay, is it on something?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna put it around. I'm gonna put it on the same chain that the star heart's on.
Okay,
Just
yeah,
for
you just
prosperity. Okay. Beep,
thread it
boop,
through.
boop.
What laugh
Behind
was
him,
that?
you hear
Wait, what?
as 4 other tiny horses right up behind him.
Yes, they are.
Like a fleet of tiny toes.
Miss Starheart, I would like you to meet my family. And he doffs his helmet and puts it in the crook of his arm. And he says, "This is my mother, Petunia. This is my proud father, Philip. This is my brilliant sister, Prodigy.
Wait, her name's
And this asshole is Yeet Yeet. He's my older brother. He knows not what he does. May I have this dance?" And he brushes hard past Nitsage, not even noticing him, with his little tiny gnomish body just all covered in his armor, just marches forward.
I see this happen. I use Mage Hand and I grab the hat off her so she goes back to her normal size. 'Cause she's taller than him.
His mother and father, they're holding each other because you can read on their faces that he has told them all about you.
Oh my gosh.
Or like everyone.
He's told his family about you, but they're super proud of this moment.
What?
Miss Starheart! He reaches out a little hand.
Yeah.
May I have this dance? The dwarves all instantly buy new buckets of nuts.
I'm gonna look over to Nitsage.
Do you look at me?
Do we make eye contact?
And when you do that, I see you. I'm going to cast message and say, "Enjoy your night, Starheart."
But is it said with a happy face or a frowny face?
He's like
Is there an emoji?
It's said with a pleasant smile.
Okay.
It's,
As you're kind of
yeah.
absorbing this moment, Yeet Yeet. So they all have the same white enamel armor, except for Yeet Yeet, who's got black and red. And it's got flames painted on the side
my
of his
God,
armor and
Yeet.
stuff. He tips the thing back. He's like,
Oh, he's going for
he's
Aura.
looking at Aura. He's like,
Oh no.
dance.
Keep up if you can, little one.
That's awesome.
You're just swinging him around. He's got you dance with him. His helmet falls off. He's got this bouffant hairstyle happening. It's his parents are just oh, and Prodigy is just rolling her eyes, just tapping her cheek.
I love that her name is Prodigy.
I look over at Andre and I nod at the sister.
Very well.
I'm going to
When
Try to use what understanding of interpersonal relationships and just I'm just gonna try to understand what Nitsage said.
so insight.
Insight
You
check?
just-
Yeah, I want an insight check.
Alright, look at this text Nitsage just sent me. What does he mean by that? What do you think he means?
What does this mean? She doesn't know any of this shit.
Oh my god.
12?
I mean, it's you see here. This is exactly what I said. And enjoy your night, and that's with a pleasant, almost inviting you to enjoy your night.
Okay. Then I put my hand in his.
he sweeps you off your feet.
Oh,
You
very
two are
bad.
just like twirling and glowing, and as he's
I love
twirling,
it.
like he's throwing money at vendors and like taking other glowy things to put them on himself, so he's like glowing with you and stuff. He's like shoo, 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 shoo. Just super dazzling. Like the floor clears to make room for the two of you. Gilbert is just kind of like. Right, all right.
Where is Bubo?
Bubo is like he's just kind of like leaning up against stalls, hitting on like systematically every woman working at every like other stall.
I have to say the lean you did was like perfectly boobo.
Right.
I feel
Yeah.
like he's got his muscles, but like the mimic's on one side and the painting's on the other side. Like, oh, hello, ladies.
And like, you hear maybe every 30 seconds or so, every time he gets shut down, he's like, oh, see you later. And he goes on to the next one.
I go up to Bubo and interrupt him almost as like a bug. Bubo, do you have a second?
Yeah.
Can I borrow that crystal from you from the cultists? Yep,
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. And I head up to the inn.
Okay.
Is anybody else up there? Or...
At the inn? I mean,
Can I-
it's open, but it's closed for business. So, like, the doors are open,
Well,
but nobody's there.
I'm gonna go up to our rooms that we got.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go up there and I am going to open the leather book and I'm going to write in it while all the festivities are going on. I'm just going to be by myself in the room and say, where is Kelrek?
You, That's a good question.
Don't let me break it. Don't let me break it. Don't let me
No,
break
you're not
the
going to break it. He is somewhere. I'm trying to think where
Oh.
he is on his little path right now. He is, you see,
Haley, will you write this down for me, please?
you see his vast shadowy form from above, and on all sides of him it looks like nothing. And there is wind blowing and light, very light detail, allowing for some sort of like mist or cloud or something like that. But it looks like he is struggling in his posture.
I'm going to go into my one of my bags and pull out just a little small little knife. I'm going to I'm gonna just try and cut around my forearm. Sort of in the same kind of
Where the blade.
where the blade was. Maybe get some nice blood going,
Yep.
and then try and put the crystal on that spot with like then touching the blood.
The crystal or the amulet?
The amulet, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. You feel a searing flash of pain that spreads across your entire body. You don't take damage, you're just in pain. And you
Yeah.
hear in the same voice that used to haunt the inside of your skull,
What do you want?
I know how to find you and speak to you now.
And I know how to kill and rend and destroy you. You're no longer protected by me.
We'll see who has the last laugh.
he laughs back.
And I take off the crystal.
The pain instantly stops.
Yeah.
Where the amulet, though, like kind of buzzed into your system, there's now this sort of black stain in your flesh where it made the connection. Almost like an electricity exit wound. It's got a bit of melt to it and char.
Yeah. And I pull my robe down around it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Hooray! Back at the party.
Meanwhile,
At this point, I would have taken Aura's nod and gone up to Prodigy.
Yes, Prodigy.
Prodigy. I am sorry to disturb you, my lady.
Too late.
Sorry.
Well,
Well, go on.
seems you're not doing anything else. Want to get a dance?
Mummy, Daddy, hold my things. And she hops off her little horse and she just like grabs you and yanks you towards the
Okay.
Yeah. And you have a very aggressive but pleasant dance with this very confusing gnome. You can kind of see Petunia and Philip, Tiny Toes, just kind of like, our little babies. Grown up. And they're like all nuzzling and stuff. Paragon finally like kind of stops his dance. May I?
Oh no.
Do the honor of humbly. He takes off all like the glowy shit he just got and like tucks it into his humbly. Ask for a token, so I might fly it as my banner as I fight the enemy.
I don't know if this is better or worse than what I thought it was gonna be.
This is the best ever.
A token? Like, excuse me.
yes.
Okay, so Mr. Tiny Toes wanted to dance with me, and then we danced, and then I thought he was gonna ask me to marry him, and I was like, whoa, I got a lot of living to do. I'm only 18. But then it turns out he wanted me to give him a token so he can fly it when he does valiant things. What kind of token? Like, does he want like a coin or like a money, or do I give him like a garter?
I mean, if you have one, or like a handkerchief, that's usually customary.
I don't have a hanky.
Sometimes
I just use my sleeve.
Scarf, or I mean, you got a lot of dress. Perhaps we could give him a little bit of the fabric.
Do you have like a knife? I got a knife. No, do I have a
My
knife? I don't think
dagger.
I have
I like do that cool thing where I spin it with the handles facing you.
Do some tokens?
Yeah. I'm gonna lift the underskirt so you can't see where I'd be cutting from, but just like one of the under layers,
Right.
and try and carefully.
Wait, don't give him any ideas.
Isn't
Bamir Bonepike, one of the dwarves, is like starts choking on his handful of roasted nuts. Grit like elbows him.
That's awesome.
what is
I'm not like a groom, like trying to find a garter belt. I'm just like taking like a little bit off the bottom.
It's a sleepy village.
Not a lot goes on here. Not a lot goes
what
on
is
here.
Aura's dance partner doing at this point? It's like,
He's smoking.
oh, all right.
It's fine.
That
He's
good,
like-
huh?
He's got his pipe, but it's like a really short pipe, and he's just
Oh, jeez.
Is his horse called Trans Am?
So I have a little bit of fabric.
Okay, so I cut her a little piece of fabric.
Sure.
And then I just give it to him? Do I say words?
You could just say, I bestow this token upon you that when you fight, you may have the blessing of the gods with you.
I bestow this gods of the token for when you fight is upon you.
Oh! He like takes it with both hands. He goes and retrieves his helmet and he laces it through, and it has a string of the Mooncatch beads on it. So once it ties off, it's just glowing and glimmering, and his already white enameled helmet is just a beacon of light at this point because everything's already bouncing off of it. And he's like, puts it on his head, and he turns around. He's like, Mom, Dad, look.
How old is he?
You don't know.
Asked him. He's a paragon.
It's his name.
Well, yeah.
It's like just because your name is Boss. Doesn't mean
How old are you? Okay.
his parents are just like.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect.
Hey, philosophical pangolin and Tony Montana.
Hey, Danny, I think Nitsage is out for the night.
All right, man. Thank you for lasting as long as you did, sir. Have a good night. Have a safe flight. Thank you for
safe
Skyping
flight.
in.
Bye, everybody.
good
Thank
having
y'all for
you here.
watching.
Good night, Anita.
I love you.
Love you too, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And he's gone.
Exit music.
Oh, that's why Sirenscape was so quiet.
Oh, because he was.
Oh, is it overwriting
He was
it?
on the speaker.
For timing on our part.
That music was such a like kind of sad, like.
Well, anyway, Starheart grew up to be a lovely young lady. Or Stone got her ship. You never. Legit, it does sound. It's like.
Around the campfire.
That does sound like whatever. What? Wait, tell us what Bubo.
Bubo.
No, but in the voice, please.
What do you want to know about Bubo?
You were saying like Starheart grew up to be a lovely
Oh,
lady.
I was shooting shit. I have no idea what I was going to say.
Oh, I want to know Bubo.
Oh, Tony has his first time player. Is the sharpshooter perk worth it early?
Oh, like as a feat?
Oh.
I think sharpshooter is good. It gets rid of 3/4 cover. So if your enemy that you're aiming at is like behind a tree or something, you don't have disadvantage when you shoot. So if you are using a lot of range weapons, I would say that might be a good feat for you. I'm trying to think off the top of my head if sharpshooter does anything else. Yeah, I guess it just depends on if you're going to be doing a lot of range weaponry. That might be worth your while for sharpshooter.
Yeah.
I
you
just
wanna be
saw
all
it's almost
snaky snake.
midnight.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw it's
Been
almost
having too much
midnight.
fun.
Yes, sorry. We did start a lot later. But yeah, so the party kind of winds down. Paragon is beaming for the rest of the night. He's like telling everyone who will listen to him and many who will not listen to him like what just happened. And he's all like super proud. Like, look! And Gilbert Mudminer is just pleased. He's calming everyone down. He points at his boys to just smash the quartz thing that was there. They destroy that thing. You see Jarrett start to leave early, like him and his homunculi. They take the wagon out. His homunculi start pushing the wagon up. He's not at 100%, but he just leaves. He knows he's not welcome. He understands what he did, but he no guilt on his face.
Right.
But he also
Right.
knows he's like, I'm out, kind of thing. So he leaves. Your father leaves with him, and he kind of gives you like almost gives you a pat on the back, closes his fists, and walks away. And the rest of the party goes on pretty much without a hitch. Bubo, hold on, let's see.
Roll for luck.
Do I know?
Yay! Bubo finally got a dance. Like as the last 4 notes are playing of the song, he starts to dance with this girl, and then the music stops, and everyone starts packing their shit up.
Oh,
Like, well, see you later.
Seeing that. What do I have? I've gotta have something. Give me 1 second. I know
Shoot,
I've
I'll
got
do
it.
it. I could dance with him.
Dance with that boy.
I'm getting around. I know, right?
You're also
Huh?
yeet yeet to tiny toes. He's like,
No, shoot.
So-
Don't have any instruments.
You, me, horse.
He says this to Aura.
Yeah. 100% confidence. He was just.
I think I'm more than you can handle. And I'll use thaumaturgy to just like emblazon my eyes so they're a little fiery.
He breaks his pipe in his hand and just starts banging with it. Yeah,
Sure, not my type anyway.
Oh dear.
Oh, eat.
What is happening on my
Oh yeah, so Tony Montana, the donation bonus is so these are all ways that you can interact with the stream, and every donation helps this stream immensely. So so Lifeblood is a way to give temporary hit points to our players. Sahlen's Blessing gives a blessing to our players. So basically, any roll or check they make, or damage rolled, anything like that, they can roll a d6 in order to add to that roll, make themselves more successful. It also makes them immune to DM rerolls. The regular rerolls are for those players. They have a pool that they can pull from. So it's basically just kind of like a bucket of advantage that they can pull from at any time. The DM reroll allows me to force them to reroll their good rolls. So say they get a nat 20 and I have a DM reroll, I can kill it. And it's great.
Rude.
Every $25 you can drop characters. So all these characters that just showed up, so Paragon Tiny Toes and his entire family, those were all individually donated by Just Bucket Toast. And I don't know, was Paragon originally his? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Paragon
yeah.
was a
Paragon,
drop.
the whole
Yeah.
family?
He's been dropped a couple different times, which
Yeah,
is
oh, that's
funny.
true.
Yeah.
Paragon's kind of made the
He's-
rounds. He's become a...
He's a reoccurring character at this point.
But yeah, so a lot of these characters, they come in and they stay in the world, and it's something that I really enjoy about what we're doing. And then every $50 we're trying out something new where you can give a player a token that they can then spend to basically make what they want to happen in this situation happen within reason. So like she was able to solve this problem that was basically decided was no longer solvable. She spent her token, she was able to save the day. So this town, instead of being this bleak, desolate, we now must pack up and move out situation, they got to have their party. It was a great time. And then we have also tiered goals. So every time we hit $100, something happens, 200, something else happens, 300, and so on. But yeah, all that stuff goes into the studio, and it's a way for us to kind of keep the lights on, keep going, and keep making shows like this. So if any of you are new here, come back tomorrow night. We have a show called Perception Check with our felted friends, Chunk and Cucumber, and Brian. Check out our clips. You'll understand very quickly what we mean. It is a ridiculous, zany show. It's going to start at 7:30 p.m. tomorrow night. Come back next week for this show. Monday night we've been doing some video games, and across the board we've been doing some new like minis painting and stuff like that, so watch for those things to pop up. I think we may also be passively streaming our tavern build this Saturday, which will be happening kind of all day. There'll probably be minimal interaction because we're going to have all hands on deck to build this corner behind me, which you cannot see, but we're going to be turning this with our friends from the Scabby Rooster into a tavern set for us to use for board games and tabletop and stuff. So eventually that will be the new home of Sahlen's Legacies. Instead of all the screen stuff, we're all going to be physically in the same space, and it's going to be great at the same table.
I'm so excited.
It's a lot of information, but again, thank you all of you for those new follows, for your time. Thank you for coming and watching and hanging out, and thank you for all your donations. And if you like what you see, tell your friends. We really appreciate it. We love having you all here. We also have a wonderful Discord, which thank you, Connie. Connie just dropped that in there. But yeah, so hang out in there. Everyone hangs out in general chat, and we've got a crap ton of threads that we should probably weed through at some point. But honestly, it's like all those threads, because we all have so many varied interests, and we want to support those. And if you have anything that you're working on creatively that you want to show off, we have a thread for that too. Like we are as creators also love seeing other people create and play and just shit that you like. Come hang out. It's cool. But yeah, I think that's it, right? Have we done it? Right?
I think we've done it.
Yeah.
We've
Let's
done
do
it.
it. Okay, so all right. Yeah. Actually, this is the first like passive end in a very long time that hasn't been like, holy shit, we're all gonna die. But
Yeah.
hey, what a little lovely, pleasant night.
Can I ask what happened with Prodigy?
What happened with Prodigy? Oh, right. You were dancing with Prodigy. Yes, you may ask what happened with Prodigy. She danced the shit out of you. Like, it's one of those like, what a woman kind of moments. Like, she is like seemingly aloof, but like she's just like she's fucking with your head, man. Like it's one of those things where you're just like, she's fucking with your head.
Okay. All right.
It's great. But you can tell like there is a lot that she's not showing, and like you feel like her name is pretty apt. Once she's done dancing. Once you're done dancing with her, she's just kind of like, okay. And she kind of like walks back over to her to her horse, grabs her stuff from mom, and just kind of Just goes back to looking around, tapping her cheek.
It's just like my hair is all in a mess.
Right.
And everything.
Yeah, it's like you two were just like rolled in the bushes, but it was just a dance, and she rocked your world. Oh yeah, tap the Discord link, Susie. So Discord is a sort of like communication hub thing. Once you get there, ask anyone in Discord. We'll help you use it. It looks very daunting at first, but basically there's multiple threads that'll be on the left. You can click things and figure that out. But we're all happy and here to help. Cool. But yeah, all right. So yeah, that's the end of the Mooncatch Festival. But you have a question.
Oh, I was gonna just ask if I could find something really quick.
Yeah.
I was just looking because I know there was vendors around. Can I very quickly like find like some cute like necklaces that are the same and buy them?
Sure.
That's it. That's all I want to do with
like
Mooncatch.
25 gold each.
Whew. Okay.
Yeah.
Could buy a lot of poofy dresses worth of those.
It's like one of those things where it's like, you know this stuff is rare, but you also know that this is like a souvenir hike thing for them, so they're...
It's fine. And we're supporting their town.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. That's all. Thank you.
I think I found someone to raid.
Hooray! So another thing we do after every show is we always want to raid other folks, because we want to pass all the kindness you guys have shown us forward. So wherever we send you, just be very nice and supportive. Say hi. Tell them who sent you. And yeah, have a good time.
All right, and I'm going to.
All right, I've been Danny.
Hi, Diva.
Haley.
That's
Ryan.
Sorry.
He's busy.
He's busy.
He's pulling double duty. He's been running this show while playing. So
That's true.
Thank
kudos.
you guys, and any Americans, happy Thanksgiving, and any non-Americans, also just happy week, and we're grateful for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Busey says we like the show, and we're very. Thank you again for sending that care package. We can't wait to get it, Busey.
Oh,
thank you so
you.
much.
Hey, goodies. Thank you so
Yay.
much. Thanks, guys. Have a happy Thanksgiving. I love you. Thank